Hello, friend. Make yourself at home. May your road lead you to warm sands.
Should be a all-around fun time tonight. It's fine. It was just a knife.
Sometimes I worry about steak. Sometimes
Oh,
I
that
don't.
annoy.
So I'm trying to make sure I remember right. We followed the
Hello, everybody. I'm Hobble
weird
Dragon. It's
compass
D&D
here.
night.
We
Yes.
saw all manner of parts that were reminiscent of the other magical things which had done us an attack previously.
I'll do a full recap here in a minute. So
Okay.
I'll be back.
welcome
Hello.
back.
Welcome back.
Well, if Hobble's back, y'all good to go? We live to the world?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I heard you drop a knife.
it's fine. It was a small knife. Wait, was that? Wait, which knife was that? Oh no, that was the small knife. Cool. The fixed blade's still on the desk.
Yep.
Is anyone surprised I have multiple knives on my desk at any given time?
No.
No.
Anyway,
I mean, anybody that's new might be, but...
So, last we left off, you guys were sailing the ocean, making a couple minor pit stops, and following the device that you were able to retrieve out of the chest of the clockwork dragon.
Thank you very much for that there,
defeated
host.
by
I
a flail
appreciate
snail.
it there, Dr.
It seemed to
Abacubes.
point towards some location that you were unsure of the actual destination or reasoning. So you end up following it there, and you eventually found your way to a small uncharted island that had an underwater cave in it. That the actual cave itself is in a rather large air pocket. Upon making your way inside, you find piles upon piles of just raw materials like metals, woods, stones, anything, a bunch of stuff used to make other things, as well as a journal containing a script that you all have encountered multiple times that you haven't been able to read up until very recently, which with a device that is back on your boat, and a broken necklace that appears to be a stone, for lack of a better description, donut shape that's like made out of like an obsidian.
Donut.
Upon looking around and discussing what you're going to do, you heard the water break behind you at the entrance to the cave, and were introduced with a figure that was entirely metal, had 4 arms and a single crystal down the middle of his head. A very brief conversation was had when he asked you all to leave, and the walls themselves started to move. That's where we left off. Are you guys happy with where you all are?
What part is the open tunnel?
The open tunnel is down here.
Okay.
That's the exit.
Then
Yeah.
What
The
part
water-
of the wall moved?
Well, you'll very quickly see which walls moved.
Okay.
just assume all of them.
So,
Here we're slightly off.
yeah, I don't know why the map did that actually, but it did. So
he asked us to leave.
Fuck!
he asked you to leave.
And then tried to start murdering us. Got it.
No, he hasn't tried to start murdering you yet.
Walls moving, yes.
So what's happening is the walls behind you come, like the actual pieces of the walls kind of shirk out a little bit, and like their walls themselves are attached to these giant or these large constructs of some sort that are seeming to like form a barrier and using the stones on their arms to kind of block off the back half of the cave.
So it's that scene from Power Rangers. Got it.
You need to be a little bit more specific than that scene from Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie when they go and find their spirit animals or whatever the hell they are, and the walls start coming alive and being like, "Hiya!"
Man, I tried to block that movie out.
I didn't see it.
Surprise, surprise.
That is
Anyway.
not something that you need to catch up on.
So,
That's immediately
yeah,
what I think of.
quick refresher. This down here, that's the guy who asked you politely to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we left off.
Did we already pick up the thing that had the weird script that we couldn't read?
Yeah, I
Yes,
got the book.
the 2 things you grabbed before they showed up were the book with the script and the necklace that was broken.
Okay.
Hey there,
I have no
Cap. I
problem with
appreciate
reading
that
then.
they're hosty. The hostess with the mostest.
I mean, I'm gonna wait
Thank you,
for
that
the
is.
captain to move first. But, I mean, this doesn't seem super winnable, and I have no issue with leaving. But I'll follow orders.
Oh, and for what it's worth, the exact wording of the guy was, "If you leave now, no harm will come of you this day."
Ah.
So, that was
Well.
the exact wording.
All right. Well, sorry to have disturbed you. We'll be going back to our boat now.
Make like the Scooby-Doo gang and get the fuck out of here.
That is for the best.
How hidden am I?
You rolled a 12.
How hidden am I?
I mean, you feel sufficiently hidden.
You are not. You're pulling a Pondo. Your butt's out.
No, I prefer that, like, she's visually hidden, but you know that, like, kind of old person smell?
Oh.
Camphor, yes,
Wow.
I'm familiar with that.
But yeah. No, you're decently hidden. All things considered, there's not a whole lot to hide behind, so you're doing the best with what you have to work with.
I don't have invisibility anymore. Fuck.
What are we doing here, Cap? Oh shit! I done lost my accent.
I just
He just said we're leaving. So,
Yeah.
I point Captain's first. Oh shit, I lost it. And then I will
Great.
follow. Hope.
Yeah. Shatter does 4d8 and it does extra damage against constructs.
Just whip around and do shatter? Like, what the fuck?
you want to
Yeah, I mean, like, if you go aggressive, I guess we got no choice.
No, I was just thinking it. If these are what they think they are, I'm just gonna get out of here. I don't have anything
Right.
that could work though.
let me actually double check something super quickly.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Oh, that's being stupid and making me have to go a roundabout way to find him. All right.
So we're really
Um,
just
I would like to get out of sight and do detect thoughts, if that's possible.
Okay. Yelena,
Mm-hmm.
you watch as this thing watches the three of them leave and doesn't seem to know you're there.
Okay.
Because he rolled like absolute crap on a perception check.
Okay.
So you want to cast Detect Thoughts.
Let me see if it'll actually reach.
Yeah. Let me double check something.
You can search for thoughts with 30 feet. That's not really far enough. I have to be able to see them. Nope, never mind. And I have to be within 30 feet, so it'd be like there. Yeah, no.
Okay. So you three make your way out?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go too far away though. If I haven't seen Elena, like I bet if it's possible for us to be, well, I guess I'm gonna go make some splashing sounds, like we're gone. But if the bend is there where he can't see that
Yeah.
we've actually left, then I'm gonna stick around until. I hear fighting, an angry dwarf, or we're gonna wait for the last officer.
I'll do the
Okay.
same thing, just like extra loud walking because, hey, I'm loud anyways.
All right. So you guys go make splashing sounds like you're leaving.
Yeah.
So upon everyone he in the room sees leave, he walks up here, kind of looks towards the wall of stone that has come around, and you see the crystal on his eye. Yelena, you would see the eye, his crystal in the middle of his head,
Uh-huh.
flash a series of colors in rapid succession.
I want to try to
And-
remember the colors.
All right, and they retract into the wall.
Retract?
Like they were
Like meld into stone? Retract?
like as in they were in the wall and like these pieces of stone on their arm were like what looked like the wall. Yeah.
Like bricks, and then they
were the
moved,
wall.
and now they're the wall again.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay.
And this again, I didn't want to have a Roll20 map that was 100 blocks long because that's just inconvenient for everybody.
Uh-huh.
So he actually goes back, starts walking back towards the desk at the back of the cave where you guys grabbed the book and necklace from.
Okay.
I will say it'll take him about 2.5 rounds to get there if you would like to do something before he gets there.
He's looking the other way?
Yeah, he is looking away from you, and he is currently walking towards the desk you guys took things from.
Gosh, I'm playing a character that's super off type for me. My instinct is hide better. But that's not gonna be super helpful. I guess I'll take a surprise round.
Okay. Go for it.
All right.
Let me
Bye,
bring up my
Grandma.
encounters super quickly.
Do I want to run away? What? Let's see. Should we?
If I hear combat, I'm running back in. Like
Yeah,
that's why I was hanging out.
yeah. Is it- I don't know.
Hobble's opinion is
Like-
if you attack, you better go straight for that crystal in the middle of his forehead. Other than that, it's up to you, whichever one you want to do.
Yeah, we don't need him to Willy Wonka those things back in. That's all I think of is that tunnel, that scary ass tunnel. The colors going around.
I thought you were making some sort of reference like the
Is it
Olympus.
boring? There's no earthly way of
kind
knowing.
of. They had some orangish coloring on them.
Yeah.
What you doing, Elena?
I'm doing Angry Dwark surprise round. Called shot on the crystal if I can.
Okay. So that is +5 to AC for what? I'm not familiar with
order
called
to-
shot rules. I'll be honest.
Called shot's not in 5th edition. You don't have to use it.
Some rule.
So, but it's a +5 to AC in order to like be able to damage the part that you like the specific portion of the creature. Like, you know, like the ship has different amounts of hit points for its different parts.
Okay, so essentially it's just that.
It's that.
Ninja says hello to us all.
Okay. So +5 to AC to hit specifically the crystal. Yeah, sure. All out. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna use the gauntlet of Thunder Punch.
Okay.
Your mama said mock you out.
And also obviously rage first.
Grandma says shock you out.
Grandma said shock you out.
That's a 22 to hit.
Okay. Quick mental math. I need to double check the ruling on a surprise round real quickly for something.
Love when DMs say that. That doesn't make me worry at all.
You'll be fine. Or you won't.
Ooh, new character
Would
time.
advantage come into play?
Wait, if you're
It's
surprised, you can't move or take an action. And you can't take reactions. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So you hit.
Okay. Then damage is 11 plus 4 is 15 plus 2d4 lightning. Which is 3 lightning.
Okay.
Also zap.
Okay. Before we get too far into this, everyone roll me initiative just so I have the initiative tracker so I can actually modify his HP.
Wait a minute.
I mean, you don't have to do anything on your initiative.
I
It's
know.
just, you know. So, right, I should bring up that initiative tracker as well. I'm
Oh, are
sorry
we
for
still
that being
doing the
slow.
pets with their owners?
Rolling it. Yeah,
Their
roll a separate initiative
Be right
for
back.
them, but just whichever one of you rolls higher, they'll go either before or after you. So, roll a 9. Merrick did not roll a 99 on initiative. That's not even physically possible.
I did that.
So, if you could and Shrinking Samuel.
Yep.
Or can
let
I do
me
that?
Shrinking
bring
Samuel.
them-
You can't. Only DM can. Oh, I'm going first.
Ryba rolled well. That's super rare for him.
I don't want to go first.
Don't worry, you're not.
Yeah, shrink the pets if you don't. Damn!
Oh, and Samuel goes before me.
I mean, so does Pims, but
that's
I
the
wasn't
best.
expecting, like... He only got 12, not a whole.
Let's start. Go ahead and give me the damage again, Jules. Because you said it was 11.
Was 15 damage. Does the difference between piercing and bludgeoning matter?
No, it doesn't in this case.
Okay, then 15 bludgeoning and 3 lightning.
Okay. It doesn't matter because both feel like they don't hit as hard.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So
Also,
Okay.
bonus zap. Also, I get a second attack as part of an attack action.
okay.
Have these for big rolls.
Heck yeah.
Big dice, big rolls.
That's right.
All
Or
right,
my
go ahead and,
dodecahedrons.
go ahead and take your second attack.
Second attack.
+7, 21.
Still doesn't get reaction, so meets beats.
Meets beats on 21.
Wait, was that a called shot or was that not?
I'm still trying to destroy the crystal.
Okay,
Yeah.
then that's a called, so meets beats.
Okay.
Oh, that's why.
Oh no, he's got much worse crap.
Great.
11.
Okay.
I'm also gonna use my Orcish Fury extra damage thing because reasons of wanting to do as much damage as possible. So that's another 4 damage.
Okay.
Fury of the Large.
At the end of your turn, let me actually add his thing in super quickly because I forgot to do that on
Now,
Roll20.
does it still not feel like it's like it feels like it hits even though I'm using a magic weapon?
Yes.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action.
Okay.
To you kind of you get a surprise on him and you kind of see him come over and you like get 2 solid hits on him, well, as solid as you can get on a crystal. And you see his arms kind of swing around and form a diamond for a second, and a beam kind of meets from each of his hands into the corner and shoots over to the pile of materials over here and creates what looks like a living crossbow with wheels.
All right.
I hate it.
Okay.
That's a legendary
Ballista.
action.
Yeah.
There we go, ballista. Thank you.
Yep.
So
He's going ballistic.
give me 2 seconds to add in the actual initiative rolls for these things because I had rolled them separately and
You can also remove Samuel from the tracker.
okay.
Yeah.
And then he rolled. That makes sense. Okay. So reorder. All right. What are Rival? You're up first.
Oh boy. That bliss is on wheels, huh?
Yes, it is.
Great.
Oh.
No
I did
bonfires.
spot, so it's my own fault.
Is
I forgot
Yelena
about
grappled
raging
or
that whole
No.
turn.
No, she just got her 2 hits in, and then as a
Okay.
this guy responded by getting hit twice to make it another construct.
Okay. Well, I'm going to come out here. And I'm just gonna hit him with some Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack. All right. So you fire your first shot, and you watch as he immediately goes from looking at Yelena right over to you, and you just kind of see one of his 4 hands pop up and shield it.
All right, next one.
Okay.
Nope,
Blocked
never
by the
mind.
shield. Okay.
Well,
Next.
I tried.
Yep. It is these. These are just going to use their turn to come back out of the wall. So that is their entire turn, is getting back into a battle stance. So, it is now his turn. What does he want to do? That is the question.
It's been a fun campaign, folks. Pleasure playing with you.
No, that's not what he wants to do.
Short stream tonight, folks.
My next character is gonna be a Kenku.
All I heard out of that was a kink, and I
right.
scared.
None of
Kinky
these
Kenku.
spells freaking
God,
carried
no.
over, so I actually have to look up what each one does individually.
Not the kinky kinku.
Dude, how cool would it be to have like a little plague doctor that's actually a Kenku?
These are good thoughts to be thinking of right now.
Captain said, "Ooh, give me."
Uh,
I think I want to play a bard next.
all right.
I think it's time.
What is his spell attack modifier?
A warlock barbarian.
That could actually be really fun.
Oh, really? It doesn't give me a freaking. All right, fine. Give me a sec to actually do some math because I have to figure something out manually.
Hobble, there's a wild magic barbarian, and it's fucking dope.
Might work.
8 plus.
Only
Oh,
downside is rage, though.
Um,
You can't do spells with rage.
The magic happens when they rage.
Nice.
okay.
That would work.
So Yelena,
Hmm.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
At the beginning of each of your turn, you have to make a Wisdom saving throw. If you fail, you waste your action.
Okay.
That was Bestow Curse, by the way.
Okay.
So,
Hey, that's my gig.
and as a,
Wait, so it's a curse that reapplies every turn?
no. What happens is at the start of your turn, you have to make a Wisdom saving throw. If you fail your Wisdom saving throw, you do nothing with your turn.
Okay. And if I succeed, I'm not cursed? I'm just trying to understand, sorry.
No, this is Bestow Curse, so you either have to wait for the duration to end or have a Remove Curse spell put upon you.
Okay, so it's every turn. Got it.
Yeah. So that's that, and it's also going to. You know what? I don't think it wants to use that. Damn it. It's just going to stand there, get a hand on you, do that, and look. You should have left. It is. Oh, it's this thing's turn already. I thought you all rolled higher than that. Okay. What is the range on this? Cool. This is going to roll on top of this pile of materials, and it's going to.
Before you get too far, can you add me to?
Oh, did you not get added? I'm sorry.
Nope.
I do apologize. I mean, you're going next. That's good. So it is this turn. This thing is going to use its explosive bolt shot. No, it's not actually. I lied. I'm sorry. It's going to use Lancing Bolts against Ryba.
Waving at it as it turns to me. Like, oh, wait a minute.
Okay, so you see this thing, it like wheel over on this thing and like kind of take over and look at you, and you actually see its face kind of looks vaguely like it's molded like a dragon.
Okay.
And you see the bolt kind of fall into like between the thing, it fire, and the bolt just get jammed on its lower jaw.
Oh, okay.
And it rolled a 1, which robs it of its next multi-attack, so.
Okay, it has multi-attack. Okay.
Tyrion!
Reb is happy he brought the brown robe.
Tyrion, you're up.
Well, the only thing I can really do is pass action to get me and Fluffer Nutter. Pimps. right
Mm-hmm.
here, so we're still hidden around the corner, but not. But I can still. Did you get it?
Mhm.
Lucky. But I can still hit him when I need to next turn.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just gonna have Pims fly up and try and bite the crystal out of his face. I do that?
Okay. It's a called shot, so it's +5 to his AC, but you can do that.
That would.
Let's see. So called
Because I'm
shots
lazy.
that's +5. He still has shield active, so it's a plus. That's what's called a hard miss.
He's
there.
just slobbering on it. Just Pims, do something, you lazy fuck.
But crystal tastes like cold.
It tastes good.
It
Alex.
tastes like cold.
I like butter
This
toast.
is how our
I like chocolate milk.
pseudo dragon got addicted to meth.
Oh
Right.
god.
Merrick, you're up.
All right. Technically, Samuel is gonna go first. So let's see. He has a fly
if he's on your shoulder when you move, I'm not going to be super particular about that.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, then, I'm going to see. I can move 30. So, all right, yeah, that'd be enough to give me LOS on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, I can then move 50 with Samuel. Let's see. Okay, great, perfect. So we'll move Samuel here. I'm going to assist to give myself advantage on attack roll, and I'm gonna try to shoot him with my crossbow. I'm not aiming for anything in particular, because I have not heard anything telling me to do so.
Yeah. So you are not doing a called shot, so it is just his standard AC.
What sort of
plus
stuff
the
do you
shield
have to
spell.
test?
These are big rolls. That's going to be 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Wait, you don't have your magic crossbow yet.
I do not.
It just glances.
Okay.
Important test.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yelena,
Mm-hmm.
it is your turn.
Okay.
Does everybody remember that great speech I gave at the beginning of this day?
I mean, you knew you were going into a cave. Would Ryba have thought to given his speech before that?
Probably not, because I didn't.
I'm gonna take longsword attacks.
Okay. Wait, wisdom saving throw before your turn.
Wisdom save +1, 15.
You make your save.
8.
So, have your turn.
That curse is nasty.
It is.
That's not. You're not done with it yet either.
Nope. You just get your turn this round.
Yeah.
I have that spell, but it's on
I have it
lockdown
too.
for right now.
Oh, I've got it.
5 and 15.
The 25 does hit.
Okay. Also zap.
Also zap. I'm gonna assume a nat 20 makes the dex save.
It does. So 2 damage.
Okay.
And then the sword attack that hits is math. 16.
Using hot glue for it.
Okay. You take your sword, you get your first hit, and you swing around with your second hit, and he's actually going to use his another legendary action to two of his hands as you swing with the attack that missed, grab the sword.
Okay.
And you just kind of look down at it. And just kind of hold it there for a second. And we'll get back to that. Ryba.
Okay. Should be 48. All right, I'm gonna shatter. So I'm gonna shatter on this point.
Counterspell.
What?
He has counterspell.
All right, this fight's bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all weren't supposed to fight him for a couple more levels.
Ah!
Wait, hold on. Does he actually have counterspell prepped before I say that? He doesn't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He has like a weird roll mechanic with some of his spells. So
Okay.
This fight is still crap, but still slightly better.
Jesus.
It is.
All right. So I will attempt to shatter, which will affect the 3 shield golems in the back and him.
Okay. So I need to make, what is it, con saves?
Yeah.
Okay.
15. DC 15.
I'm going to just go down.
Actually,
the
I should probably hex you as a precaution. That's also a spell, though. Never mind. I'm just gonna cast it. I already did it.
Shatter. First up. First golem rolls very poorly and rolls a 5.
Okay. Oh, all the golems have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Then this is all straight rolls. First one back then still fails. Second one also fails. Third golem succeeds, and let's take care of damage for those 3 first. Okay, so
23.
and you said they actually do double damage.
It doesn't do double damage. No, it's just they have a disadvantage.
Okay, so
I misremembered.
You do 23, and 23 halved is 12
Oh.
in this case. And let's roll for magic guy.
Do they have resist against, what is it, thunder?
What, you rolled 23 on the damage.
Yeah.
So they took 23 damage, and the one that made the save.
Oh, they took half. Okay. I thought they might have had a resist. My bad.
No, they
You're
don't
right,
have
you're right.
resist, but if constructs have disadvantage, that negates it.
Okay.
So,
Yep, and then he also takes the attack too if he misses it.
he made his save, so
Okay, so he takes half.
And
okay.
Elena's not in range, right?
Nope, Yelena's not in range.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it like perfect. So I got most every enemy.
It is his turn. He's going to use his entire turn economy while holding your longsword.
Mhm.
You kind of see his hands go from like the typical multi-fingered hands to like singular rings that are around it. And you watch as actually on the tip of the longsword, the edge slowly start to like rust. Slowly. And he's going to use his entire turn economy to siphon the magic out of your weapon.
Okay.
You have until his turn next round to break his concentration.
Okay.
So, that is his turn. It is the Stone Golem's turn. One of them, that's the wrong button. One of them's just going, they are actually just going to start moving forward. So, what is their actual movement speed? Okay, so that one's going to go there. 5, 10, that's the gold pile. 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one's going to move here, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that is their turn. Oak and Bolter's turn. Now it's going to use its explosive bolt. So each creature within 20 feet of a point within 120 feet of it must make a DC 15 Dex save. So let's see here. Ryba, Tyrion, and Merrick. Dex saves, please. All right, you
That
make
Also rolled a 15.
20,
16.
24 for Merrick.
Okay, you guys all make your save then. So
Do we all just like dive out of the way of the explosion? Do we look cool though? Do we
Olay.
not look back at it?
Olay.
well, yeah, you guys end up taking 7 fire damage each.
So no, we don't look cool.
Well, I mean, you do avoid the full brunt of the attack. So, it is Tyrion.
Oh, is Pim's tongue stuck to this cold thing in his forehead now?
No.
Okay, thank God.
He just likes the taste of cold.
Sure if it was gonna be physically cold, or if it was just the taste of cold. Going to try and sting somewhere on him to make him do not. Okay.
He misses.
Fly off a little bit, and he's pout, fluttering over here.
So he leaves his melee range.
He's out on top of Grandma. Oh no, he's pouting on top of Sam. Stop pouting on top of Sam.
Okay.
The timer will place. And then make sure.
So should my Kenku be a cleric or a wizard?
So the guy's taking damage.
Clear.
It just doesn't hurt as much, or he's taking no damage.
He has taken damage, but there is something about his physicality that makes it so as that way he doesn't take full damage from magic weapons and takes no damage from non-magic weapons.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Hold the Dead on him. I'm going to tell him about some dead things. I'm just going to shout them around the corner at him.
Okay.
He's got to do the, let's see, wisdom saving throw or take 2d8. 2d12, sorry.
That's a 22 on the wisdom save.
Well, fuck your bananas. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to pull out Spirit Weapon.
Quick point of order, I just remembered actually. He's using his concentration on something that does not currently bestow curse. So, Elena
Cool.
is no longer cursed.
That's
So
useful
you-
for me.
When they're shielded like that, so that, you know, physical, non-magical physical weapons don't do as much damage, do they still have to do concentration saves? This is more for my benefit than,
Make an Arcana check.
because if that's the case, then do that when they shield up. Arcana. That's a 14.
Generally, yeah. You still just because something doesn't take one type of damage does not mean it does not have to concentrate.
Faith? Shield of Faith. Pims is moved. I've done my main and my bonus. Oh, this thing's going to try and whip the
thing.
Yep, the
With
thing
the
with the thing with the nay nay and the bang bang.
Crap, which one was that? Oh.
Oh no! Don't run away, little thing. Dangerous if you're
When you're trying to keep track of if you don't have the right things, putting colored dots on them has helped me in the past.
Yep, that is something I should do, but for now, I think I've got it figured out. Go ahead and roll your attack, Hobble.
It was a 9. I highly doubt with its extra.
It doesn't actually have anything extra at the moment, but that does miss. So. Okay. Merrick.
Okay.
Did I delete something?
Seems like being close to each other is a bad. So
We're kind of locked in here.
yeah, we are kind of locked in here.
It's right there.
Yeah, I mean, you can walk through the weapon, so just skirt your Burt, like
Well,
right here. You get.
Well, no. I can also just bonus action disengage to get like over here.
Actually, interesting point of order. Since these are large creatures, they have a melee range of 10 feet. So you have not left his melee range, so he would not get an attack of opportunity.
That's comforting.
That's a word you could use.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Still, Merrick's gonna move there. I'm still gonna have Samuel aid in the next attack against the main guy. And Merrick's gonna fire, seeing how ineffective it was before, he's gonna fire his crossbow at the Tonka truck.
Okay.
That's going to be a 19.
19 does hit. You take your shot and you fire it, and you actually see for a second it looked like it almost start to glance, but it looks like where this thing was just made, that enchantment hasn't fully inset yet, so it does take damage from this.
Great. That is 7 points of damage.
Okay. 7. All right. Next up is Yelena.
Mm-hmm.
And on your turn, as this thing literally siphoning the magic out of your weapon, it just kind of makes what little thing of close to eye contact it can. You don't have to die here. You can still go.
Okay. Helena is raging. So, ooh. Helena roars.
All right, we're sacrificing Grandma.
I think that's a completely valid choice as a player. Okay. In an attempt to break his concentration on the sword that he is holding, I'm going to take my other hand, and punch him in the face.
Okay.
Holy fuck. Alright. Crit. And, 17.
He doesn't use his no. Well, the crit definitely hits. Let me before I. You know what? Because of the crit, I'm gonna say that staggers him enough he does not get a chance to use a reaction before your second hit. So they both hit.
Okay. So, extra nasty orcish fury crit damage rules are fun.
Yeah. Get back to me on that math, because it's gonna be a lot.
Yep. I'm gonna get more dice because that's gonna be easier than rolling multiple times. Give, please, the correct denomination of dice. Whole handful of dice. There we go. Still not gonna matter, but it's fun to die while doing good damage. So 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 2 from rage is
16.
16, plus the crit damage, which is the dice total again, so another 8.
We're doing the brutal crit rules.
Which are what?
Max roll on each die plus what you roll.
Are you counting my savage attack die as rolled dice?
Is it a dice you roll?
Yes.
It's a rolled dice.
Okay.
As-
Then plus 16, not plus 8.
You're gonna throw a charge in there while you're at it? May as well go all out.
Might as well. Which is also rolled dice. Which means I need more d4s. There we go.
2d4. Not a whole heck of a lot.
The lightning damage is 2, but it's 2d4, so another 8.
8 plus the 2 plus the 16 plus you rolled 16?
Correct.
32. 10, so 42. You know what? I'm not even going to roll a concentration check on that one. I'm just going to say it breaks.
Okay.
Because
Does he break is the more interesting question.
42.
I mean, yes.
1.
I know the answer, and yes.
He does not, but you do get your longsword back, still, and it still has magic in it. So
Useful.
And you definitely stagger him enough he doesn't get a reaction before your second attack, so it does hit as well.
Okay. That one is 13 damage.
Okay. All right. The crystal itself looks fine, but the actual fixings around it are showing signs of wear and tear, ever so slightly.
Okay.
Ryba.
You hear Rah!
And then just the sound of metal on metal, just wham, wham.
For clarity, I rolled a wisdom save in response to his "you don't have to die here" and rolled a 3.
Yep, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
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 I mean, take home my broken corpse if you can. It'll be fine.
I wonder though if downing the main guy makes the golem stop.
I don't know. Magic doesn't seem to be able to fucking hit him. So.
I assure you it can. He just has some fun tricks up his sleeve. Oh, that reminds me. I need to double check what his school is at the moment.
I assure you, we're open.
Oh, that's his school. That's not good. Okay. Rabbit, you're up.
Okay. Not that great. I guess I'll use another shatter. I'm gonna throw a. Huh?
Centered on where? Centered on where?
Let me check real quick. I can definitely do that. So if I hit back here, hit back corner on him.
Okay.
Sure.
And constructs still do have disadvantage on that, so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So boom. Not as much damage.
Con save. Your DC's 15, right?
Yes.
Stone Defender fails. He does make it.
Okay, so it takes half.
Mhm. I will say the actual like stone wall thing behind him, you literally kind of you blow one of its arms off, and it just kind of drops to a knee for a second. It's taken some hits. It's
Okay.
real bad. And he,
If he has any concentration too, he'll have to make concentration checks.
well, his concentration got broken when he got crit in the face.
Okay.
So
That's a good point. Yep. Okay.
so that would be
For
okay.
42 damage. Thank
Yep.
you, Orcish Fury feat.
Yep.
And I'm out of spell slots.
I
Fuck
don't-
warlocks.
I don't care what he rolls. That's too high of a concentration check. So, all right. And you do actually get him hit in the shatter too, and you kind of see him get staggered back as Yelena just wails him in the face twice, and you literally see him stagger back and then get blown forward by the shatter.
Okay.
So, and there are actually a visible crack or two in his form. Unfortunately, his crystal. Worth noting, I didn't explain this a lot at the beginning because I forgot. I'm just bad at that. Still, it's fine. At the beginning of each of his turns, his crystal changes color, and that color corresponds to the school of magic that he has access to on that turn.
Oh.
Now he's on evocation.
He's
Great.
on evocation.
I was gonna say it was either that or necromancy.
Necromancy would be your better bet, actually, would it? I don't know.
Necromancy's got some nasty healing spells that do
I am
damage.
very much very in his face and very screaming.
You are very much very in his face and very screaming. Here's the unfortunate part about this, though. So you see his arms kind of come out, and you see his forearms seem to act in pairs independently. One of them does a first level magic missile right onto Yelena, and the other ones do fireball centered on the rest of the group.
Well, okay.
Well, at least we're split up a little bit more now, right?
And 20-foot radius. Wait,
That-
actually, how does that
That's
ability work?
huge.
Hold on. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
do
I
say
misspoke.
it's on me.
I misspoke again because
Diameter.
I found his stat block online, and there were some things that don't make sense, and some of the wording's weird. So he can't actually do two spells like that at one time.
Casting two for any character without some sort of special legendary ability to cast multiple spells on a turn of leveled spells completely breaks the turn economy of D&D,
Yeah.
and it's just a
No.
thing that you can't do unless there's some very special rule about
No,
why.
the only thing. It's not. You know what? No, that's not what he can do. I keep misreading what this guy can do. Sorry. He has like a freaking book of spells because of the way things are set up with him, and I keep skimming over lines accidentally.
A cantrip and a spell, you can totally do that as long as one is an action, one is a bonus action.
No, what his ability is, and I reread it, is he can turn a spell that's an action into a bonus action. It's not two spells a turn.
Okay. Yeah. So
So-
then he could cast the. So it's quicken. That's
Yeah.
a sorcerer's quicken.
Okay,
So
so
he can
then
quicken a
what?
spell and then cast a cantrip as an action.
He doesn't actually have cantrips though. That's the thing.
Okay.
So what it would be in this case is quicken the magic missile.
Which is still a leveled spell.
It is still a level 12. It's only a level 1 magic missile though.
True.
So
Is this a homebrew guy?
Yes.
he is, and it's showing because I read his stat block through and I'm like, this doesn't look that bad, and then immediately get into combat and I'm like, well, this is OP as crap.
Like putting
Actually no.
this character in a campaign with power gamers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Could show them up.
Well,
It's a cool
Okay.
character idea.
I lied. He's not actually going to do his magic missile. He's going to use arcane conversion, which changes the color of the crystal in his eye, which gives him access to a different school.
Okay.
And he's going. Let me double check what school how the schools work, because I feel like I've misread a couple of things and I do apologize. He changes his school. You see the crystal go from red to orange. Yeah, so his crystal goes from red to orange, and you kind of see his hands the 4 of them kind of meet up in the middle and swirl around. And like this giant gear kind of appears behind him, and you just kind of see him look for a second at Yelena, and then just step back and he's gone. Hi, that's called Dimension Door.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's gone. Worth noting, nothing else seems to stop with him being gone.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the golems. It is the golem's turn.
Mother.
They are not actually going to attack. They're going to use their turn to kind of bring their arms back together like a wall, as they did at the beginning, and just try to push you guys out of this chamber.
Does the Dragonlista still do its thing, or is it just kind of like, eh?
It is on guard looking for retaliation, but if you guys don't fight these things pushing you out, it doesn't do anything. So...
No talkie me Angie.
so you're gonna actually try to resist it then?
Me Angie.
So, give me an athletics check then.
Okay. 26.
Well, that's unfortunate. It crit, but only got a 24. Okay. So this one just tries to push you out. This one's actually also going to come over and try to push you out. Give me another athletics check.
16.
Okay. Between the 2 of them, they do actually start to get you moving, because this one rolled a 19.
Okay.
This one's just going to take a step forward and try and push you 2 out. Do either of you 2 resist?
Before it moved, could I tell if Grandmama was just like sure fine, or obviously Grandmama is raging? You know what? I'm just going to assume she's just too pissed to notice, and I'm also going to headbutt it or push back or whatever the fuck.
Okay, give me an athletics check then.
I'm just gonna step to the side while this is going on. Try to get around it.
9.
Give me a dexterity check then.
For me? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not beating it in a pushing contest.
I'm just pushing, and I'm sliding backwards, not going anywhere.
I bump into the shield.
It rolled worse than you, actually.
Oh.
Rival.
I just like went in between his legs.
Yeah. So let's see. You're like here. It's here. You're here. This one's going to come up and now also try to push you out.
Okay, now I'll go.
Now he'll go. Okay. Yeah. Again,
Well-
the Oaken. Oh, go ahead, Merrick.
I just don't. I was just gonna yell out. Come on, Elena, let's go.
Okay.
I just have this image of Ryba just like down on all fours, and he's like quick crawling and runs to some legs. Oh no! And like turns and runs to some legs. Oh no! It's just quick
Just
crawling in
immediately
circles.
Go right back underneath his legs. Die. And this is how your warlock gets trampled.
But so you guys just leave at this point?
So I've been called by the captain, but I'm still raging. So I feel like this requires another wisdom check.
Maybe with advantage.
Yeah. 14's got to be good enough to be like,
Yeah.
oh, these things are big, and the guy that I really want to kill is gone.
Either that or I put a bonfire where you're standing.
That's not gonna
yeah,
help the angry.
I know.
That's true.
I let them push me because I have been ordered to do so.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Pims
And I'm
just like
I'm just like growling under my breath.
You know when like a toddler like doesn't want to do the thing that you told them to do, but they do it anyways?
That. Yeah.
I'm gonna telepathically tell Tim. Tim? Yep, Tim. Pims.
No, Tim the wizard.
Pims to like sploot on Grandma's head, so just like drape himself on her head and just be like, tell her we need to go. Please calm down. We need to go. But there's a cute bow-tied little Durgan just on her head. You can just see his little paws in your peripheral of your vision.
And every once in a while, you just kind of look over and just kind of you see a tongue on your sword because it tastes like cold still.
Sounds like Yoshi.
Today's lesson for Steak as a DM is that your players are dumb and they will fight things.
I just didn't want to kill anybody in something that didn't feel fair.
Alright.
Honestly, I thought Ryba was going to be the one to cause the mischief and not Grandmama.
Honestly, same.
Me too. I'm like,
all of-
I kind of know what those things are, and if they're one of the three things I think they might be, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So you guys are
As a
pushed
player,
back.
I agree with you. As
Right.
an angry barbarian.
I also think there's 4 of these things and they're huge.
Yeah, but
so
everything's bigger than me.
You
Yeah.
guys are pushed back this way, and they actually, the 3 that are in strong enough pieces, actually kind of come here and just form a wall in front of you, blocking off the cave.
While I'm being pushed out, can I go ahead and use my item that gives me back a spell slot?
Sure. Which
Yay.
item? The Pearl of Power or the Rod of the Pact Keeper?
Pact Keeper.
Okay.
So, question: if they form a wall here, it literally looks like the cave ends where they are.
Yes, it just looks like this natural cave just ends in an abrupt wall.
So, are we still in fight order, or are they just kind of whatever?
Unless you guys want to keep fighting.
No, I don't. I want to walk up to the wall and touch it and see if I can't use my air quotes the wall and see if I can't stone cunning to see if these are from here or if they're just some weird unnatural stone things that have been following him from where the fuck ever. That.
Go ahead. Stone Cunning is a proficiency with history, a doubled proficiency with history checks, even if you're not proficient in history. So you guys are level 5. So roll me an intelligence +6.
Okay.
These guys are made of galena, and we only had metamorphic rock around here.
That is a 15.
So 15 will give you a few things. One, the stone is natural. The stone itself is natural from around here. 2, it is impossibly perfectly machined. Like it is, it literally is perfectly flat down to like the smallest pebble.
He
Like
basically found the strongest, like a single rock. He didn't make it from like a bunch of veined rocks or things that would have natural breaking point.
No, they have natural breaking points in them. He just didn't use them. Like they were just perfectly flat through the breaks.
It's
And
magic.
like where there should be like weaknesses, it is just flat. Like it would be impossible to make something this smooth with your tools you would have access to.
Okay. You are angry, one grandma, but giant. I just realized all the things. You are.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You are angry, grandmama, but they are more angry than you. These things are perfectly created from what is around us. They've murdered us all. You sound like an angry, like a slightly angry platypus. That's not terrible. That's very cute. Oh, grandmama is angry platypus. It's so cute. Well, let's go for a swim and get the hell out of here before they decide this is still too close.
As you guys are just kind of standing there, you just kind of see the wall get shoved forward 5 feet.
Like that.
Okay. So
These guys can swim.
The Kraken can.
Okay, never mind. Let's go.
Won't need to swim, they'll just sink to the bottom and slowly follow us like Pirates of the Caribbean.
So you guys,
I have a jar of dirt.
this is the wrong map. Why do I still have this map? I have too many boat maps.
Memories.
Yeah. So you guys spend like 10 minutes swimming back towards your boats. You guys kind of get to the edge and climb up, and a couple things you see. Brian actually off the back trying to master magic. It's not going well. He's just kind of taking this crystal and just kind of trying, like, imagine he's trying to throw this crystal, but like it's like magically like we're coming back to him. So it like goes like a foot and it just kind of comes back to his hand, and he's just like, ah.
Do we see it hit him in the head at any point? Does he fuck up and boom, right in the head?
You don't see it, but he does have a slightly darker eye.
Yes.
I wish I had telekinesis. Anyways.
Just start making moo sounds
Quinn
at him?
is up at the crow's nest, kind of actively keeping a lookout. Ferrum is actually on one of the ballistas that points away from the island you guys are parked next to, and everyone else appears to be below deck. Let me get rid of them. As you guys come aboard, Quinn kind of shouts down from the crow's nest, "Welcome back! How'd it go?"
Collapse.
Grandmama is angry platypus because she
It was a
started
shining
fight.
success.
Oh yes. Great. Grandmama is angry platypus. Someone get the cookies.
She kind of climbs down the ladder. Well, yeah, you lot do look kind of like West Farway, don't you?
I would like to note I did not take any damage.
You didn't, did you?
I did not.
Oh. All defensive
Oh.
stuff. Okay.
We worried about Grandma too much.
I would have been fine.
Well, I mean, either way, you do look kind of stressed. So,
Yeah, we had some walls attack us. It's fine.
it's never a dull moment around you four, is it?
No, not at all.
Well, I did my best to prepare a meal. I didn't know you guys were going to be back so soon. Otherwise, I would have waited because I'm not near the cook I used to be. But yeah, did you figure out what was going on here at least?
Yeah, so there was someone down there that he had a bunch of wall people. There were a bunch of materials in this cave. We did end up getting some weird necklace and some
I got a
writing
book!
we can't. Yes, there was a book obtained. Not quite sure what it all means quite yet, but there's apparently someone living in the cave who was conjuring up some rock people and uh automatic, like a rolling ballista truck. No, trucks here. A rolling ballista kind of machine. So, yes, very successful. We have absolutely nothing to show for it. Absolute waste of time.
All right. Well, feel free to grab a meal, I suppose.
I say, Captain, if you may, that we get the hell out of here before Kraken decides to go nom nom pillow fight with us as pillow.
Right. What else were we out here to do? Or is this? I think we had made a stop by Kobold Island before coming out here,
Yeah,
and that
and
was like all we had done.
Yeah. I don't actually know what you guys came out here with the intent of doing though, besides check out where the compass is taking you as well as go to the old island. So,
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
all right. So what do y'all do? What are y'all doing now?
I'm gonna take up the pastime of trying to read my nerd book.
Pouting.
You, your alchemist book, or
The new one.
it's in a language. It's in a script that does not seem to be legible. By
Okay.
You.
Are there pictures?
There are not. It all.
Damn it.
Merrick, did you share the information about the thing that can translate it?
Well,
was-
yeah, the thing that that was the thing that had a tentacle in it.
Oh yeah, Jeremy. I put Jeremy on the book.
You mean the tentacle
Yes.
that you kept in your bowl with Mr. Bubbles?
Yes. They're roommates.
No, but Merrick, what he had you do was like the piece of glass from the Clockwork Dragon. He had you attach the mechanical part of the translator to that, and he said this should be able to read it.
Okay.
So,
Well, yeah, don't bother yourself too much with trying to figure out what the script says. I got a automatic reading thingy from WizBolt.
Oh, neat. So are you letting me use that then?
Audiobooks.
This wizard book brought to you by Audible.
narrated by Samuel
Yeah.
L. Jackson.
Yeah.
This is a motherfucking spell book.
I make golems, motherfucker.
But yeah, do you
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah,
when you take the
it's-
translator to it, there's the symbols that you see are about 1.5 inches square, and they are very compact. Like they look like they're made of like a single line. When you take the translator and start to skim it over as if you were trying to read, it just gets overloaded as if each symbol itself is a message.
Its power level's over 9,000. All right, got that out of the way.
Are you looking for
That's half
anything
the
in
know-how.
particular, or do you just want to start at the beginning?
What was that? Start at the beginning or what?
Are you looking for anything in particular, or do you just want to start?
I'm just starting at the beginning.
Okay.
None of it makes sense to me.
So I don't have any handouts for this because literally it's about 4,000 entries.
Hope you guys are ready for the next 20 sessions.
No, the first entry, I'll give you the Spark Notes version of it. Essentially, this thing going along the lines of, I've reassembled to the point I can start logging my journey. Those fools back home didn't understand or want to listen to their other's point of view.
Okay.
I will return home, but it will probably take some time. And I know not how long I'll be where I am or where I am, but I'll find a way.
Okay. So
And
he's
there
an emo
is
teenager that ran away.
there is a methodology of what would be like updates, but it doesn't make any sense to you.
Gotcha. Foreign date system. So he's from far away.
So yeah, that's essentially what the first one says. If you're looking for anything beyond, no.
I don't know what to even look for. Is there anything that you guys think that we should look for?
Is
How about-
is this man connected to the metal insects which attacked us on the road? Perhaps this man is the one who has been following us. What are his constructs for?
Sure. I'd like to use the find feature on my Audible book.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Hey, I'm good at this.
Hey, so you're looking for specifically information on the Bronze Scouts?
Yeah, I just start playing it like 3 times speed.
Okay. So that was the entry on the first part of the page is there. You actually go back through and find one of the more recent entries, and by more recent I mean a couple
The
weeks.
back of the book. Okay.
Yeah. Like a couple weeks ago at most.
Sure. That'd be a good
essentially-
split.
Yeah. What it comes down to is I can tell my time here is getting shorter. My stability is getting less and less the longer I'm away from the order. I am starting to get more desperate than I care to admit, and hopefully that there are some beings around here who can help me. I've lent them two of my extensions, and with hopes that it has fruits to bear. And the very next entry right after that essentially says, this is what I get for trusting in people who... This is what I get for trusting in random. My perfect machines destroyed by mere men. I know not why or know not who, but hopefully it's no more than a minor setback.
Are we the bad guys?
What's this wee bullshit? I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so and you just see a little note of need a wider search. I can feel time growing shorter.
Okay, I have more questions now. What the hell's the order? And what is he looking for?
More search terms for Google.
Give me another investigation check.
Sure.
Alexa, what the fuck?
Alexa, who the
Ooh.
fuck?
All right. What do you want to look for this with this one?
What is he looking for?
So this is over multiple entries because he never comes out and just flats out says, I'm looking for this.
Right.
But between everything, like multiple entries as well as the other objects you found, he's looking for something to go to a different plane.
Alexa answered.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he's trying to get to a different plane of existence.
Okay. This is some Spelljammer shit. Okay.
Who has the necklace actually?
I think I do as well, yes.
With this info, make me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm bad at those.
Someone else can if you want to.
No, I'm joking.
So
14.
if someone else wants to, they can. I'm assuming you guys are like talking around the table with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd check it out too. I can do those things. Not today though. That's a 7.
It's a
Nerd
broken
shit.
necklace of some sort.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Even with a
Mhm.
14.
It has some significance with what he's talking about, but you're not sure exactly what.
Is there a gem in it or anything? Or
No. There
No?
is. It's a what appears to be like an onyx ring with kind of like a silver clasp and like a ring around it. That keep in mind, it's broken into multiple pieces.
Oh,
You
okay.
kind of like piece it together, and it looks like there might be symbols on it where the different numbers of a clock face would be.
We need some of that mending.
But there
You out
is
of time, baby.
there is a piece missing from it though that you do not have.
Okay.
So
Huh.
Oh, did I have to disassemble the gyroscope thing to make the translator?
no, you did not.
Okay. Is it constantly pointing at either of the things we obtained, or is it still pointing towards the cave?
I take the amulet and I just like circle it around the gyro.
It is not currently pointing
Aw.
towards the cave, and it is not currently pointing towards the things. Currently pointing in the direction you're heading.
Oh shit! Maybe it's pointing at the dude.
Ah.
Except if it was pointing at the dude, would it have taken us to the cave where he wasn't? Until we
Well,
showed
it
up?
just took us. No, it took us to the cave, but then I don't. Like, It took us to, like, the cave entrance.
And he wasn't that far away, he might have been on the seafloor.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to. I don't remember if we actually specified this, but I'm going to assume, like, as a character, if Merrick was, like, holding on to the thing and then saw the cave entrance, and it was pointing towards the cave entrance, it would have just gotten put away. Like, it's a fucking cave here! This is what it's pointing to!
Yeah, so
And
what
then we
happened
saw a
was-
bunch of shit!
Yeah, once you guys got there, like you were following this compass, and like once you got to a certain point, it stopped pointing a direction, more started pointing down, and then once you got in the water, it started pointing up into the actual cave entrance itself.
Okay.
That's
It's-
right.
The
And it's
arrow
still pointing at
itself,
the cave, huh?
yeah, the arrow itself is not limited to 2 axes; it can do 3.
Okay. And now it's pointing in a different direction. It's pointing at the direction our boat is facing, right?
It is pointing in the direction your boat is going.
It might be on him.
Anyway, do you have other questions?
See, if my character was smarter, I'd do some math nerd shit. You do some trigonometry, figure out how far away it is. I guess the last thing I want to look up is what is the order? He may not just like give it like he's writing a biography, but what is his goal?
Make me an investigation check again.
Not so good.
Alright, not as good. I will definitely. It is one thing that is very obvious, no matter how he writes it. It is a former organization of his that he had, as he puts it, disagreements in goal.
Okay. So he does not agree with what we want to do. All right.
More, they don't agree with what he wants to do.
Same diff.
And they're actually in one of them. There is mention of a banishment in there somewhere.
Huh.
So.
I would like to know, because we saw a kraken. We saw a kraken. These other weirdos have constantly talked about these beetle things.
I mean, Yelena's wearing one of them.
That's fair.
So,
I would like to try and scan through to see if I can figure out if he's left additional details for things that he's created, if anything like that exists.
Okay.
I hand
Go
over the
ahead.
scouter.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Alright. You failed me last time. Let me roll a different one. Oh, okay. That's a natural 1.
It's a lot of info in this book.
Dice jail.
Yeah.
Each of these symbols is probably 3 or 4 pages on its own. So,
Yeah, those dice were definitely buddies, and they both betrayed you.
uh,
Over 9,000.
I will, even though with a one thing I'll give you, he made the Kraken. That's
It looks just
Really?
like all the other Kraken ones.
Because there's so
Great.
many people in the world that I'm sure can do such things.
hey, you rolled a 1, man.
I
Like,
can do
didn't
that.
even.
No, I'm just
My
kidding.
my character has a passive investigation of 21. I didn't have to roll shit to connect those dice. All right. And a passive insight of 18. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Merrick as a character put those dots together.
This is the same guy that's making those constructs.
I mean, you know.
My
Alright.
passive wisdom is 8, so I do come up with that.
Hey, wait a minute.
That's the guy that's making those 15.
Do we want to
That
go ahead
guy's
and take a
an
break here, or?
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
to.
Yeah.
it's about time.
Okay. Take a quick break, and then we can come back, and I'll answer some more questions. Cause lore dump.
Alright, y'all heard the guy, our DM, hit those pause buttons, and we're gonna go take a break, run a commercial, and a bit of a walkabout. I think I actually smell pork chops, so I'll be right back.
Hello, am I the first one back?
I'm here.
Okay. But, yeah. Lore dump. Fun times.
Understanding what's going on is fun.
Come on. Just come over here. You don't gotta whine. Hi. You good? Don't pee in my bed. Hey. How you doing? What?
I heard that.
You did, because I have the voice suppression off, which means you should hear all of them now. You're purring. You're so loud. Hi. Oh, you're gonna lay on your side. You're gonna be adorable. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to seriously look at his stat block. And actually double check how things work before y'all come across him again.
Homebrew stuff can be really dicey.
Yeah. Like, I looked at it and I'm like, on the surface, oh, this doesn't seem that bad, but then I actually misused him at first, which didn't help, so. But, you know, you live, you learn.
You do.
Here I was sitting, thinking through all of my re-rolling options.
See, I didn't want to. That was my thing. Like, I had no problems killing y'all there. Just I didn't want to kill you in something that felt unfair.
I mean, I only mind dying a little bit. So, you know.
I know.
I was going to be utterly useless without magic weapon.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I mean, you had the rapier, which was magic.
Yeah, but that also would have required me getting into close range combat, which was probably also a bad idea.
Yeah.
Maybe could have managed it by doing the whole, move in, disengage, move out type of thing.
Yeah. But you know. It's cool. How, what y'all thinking of the expo dump so far, though?
I mean,
I know a lot of things don't line up still, but at least I'm assuming a lot of things don't line up. So they all line up in my head, but I know all the details. So
right, yeah. Like, I don't understand what's going on. So far, I've got crazy mad scientist.
It's for planar being that shouldn't be here.
I mean, that's also fair.
Maybe we could just find him and talk nice to him and take him back to that door that could take him to places. Like just describe it to Jeremiah, and he'll send you where you need to go.
It can't though, because the owner's a dick and won't let you use it.
Maybe if we pay him, I don't know. We didn't try that before.
Oh, my magical door that could take you anywhere? Why the fuck would you want to use that, asshole?
Go ahead, open it, brick wall. Only I can use the door.
it doesn't. Y'all don't know that. Don't finish that statement.
It doesn't go to other planes. I know that as like a player.
No.
Well, I figure it wouldn't.
It goes to the plane of bricks.
It doesn't go anywhere. He has to have a thing set up on the other side.
Oh, so it's not like that's just it's kind of like a dial a destination, but he has to have the other circle set up.
Yeah.
Wait. He has to have another destination built. So does he have just a destination that's built right in front of a brick wall?
No, that's what the door actually goes to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see now. That makes more sense.
I like the idea of him having a destination built as a brick wall just to be in it.
Me too.
I'll be honest.
I'll show these fuckers.
It's like, what's the default destination plane? Brick wall.
There's
Why?
There's just this
You want to
Why?
use my highly effective quick transportation method? No, you will use the slower boats.
Because I sell the boats. Of course that's how that works.
Why are we smelling boats?
You can just charge people to use the door.
Boats are we
But
smelling?
They
to buy a
make
boat.
more. Yeah, exactly.
Charge him a lot more to own a boat.
I don't know, instantaneously transporting somewhere. I don't know. I think you make a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, but he can't sell supplies and equipment and boat upgrades then. He just sells door.
But would he need to sell anything else? I mean, he basically corners the market on transportation and trade.
This guy should
Why
be.
has nobody else done this? Okay,
He should be this world's Jeff Bezos.
exactly. He's got like the Amazon delivery service of medieval times.
This is the guy who invented the replicator in Star Trek. Or the transporter in Star Trek, except without the whole, only halfway showing up thing.
Oh, you mean the holodeck?
No, the transport, like the whoever originally
beaming up thing.
invented the thing
Oh.
where you can transport from
but
one
it's a one-way
place to
trip.
another. Like whoever invented that must have gotten stupid rich off of it.
Oh yes.
But he's decided not to become stupid.
Well,
rich
no,
for some
because
reason.
this is in the magical future times where everybody works together as a collective society for the benefit of the society. So it was just like hey, we need a way to teleport ourselves down to these planets we're exploring. Sure, let me just whip that up for you. Thanks, Johnny. Your contribution to mankind is noted. He gets like a medal or something.
Star Trek is a
And
bunch
then
of
that's
space
it.
socialists.
He gets
Yeah,
a
'cause
medal
that's
and a medal and a coupon to Denny's.
Yeah, like he gets to chill at the Sizzlin' for his hard work, and I mean that's appreciated.
Maybe he
Just
doesn't.
socialist things.
It's like that Spider-Man comic. It's like, wait, you created a thing that can manipulate DNA. You can get rid of cancer. I didn't want to get rid of cancer. I wanted dinosaur people.
I mean, fair.
Porque no los dos. Now at least your dinosaur people will be cancer free. I mean, you could celebrate about that.
There's a big ass fucking T-Rex just yelling, "Fuck cancer!"
Fuck cancer T-Rex. Got it.
Save the Tata T-Rexes. Tiny hands.
I mean, after you get the tatas yeeted, you have to be a T-Rex for like a couple months. It's a thing.
Wow.
You're
Thanks,
not allowed to
Jills.
like move your arms out and up for like a solid period of time,
Correct.
actually.
Hey, this would be the time of year to do it then, because I mean, doing the Thriller dance doesn't require a lot of that. It's
Perfect.
just there, so it works out.
Yes, completely perfect.
Yeah, 100% foolproof.
Here's the exact quote.
Hey,
You
that
can
anniversary's in
rewrite
4
DNA
days.
on the fly and using it to turn people into dinosaurs. With tech like that, you could cure cancer. But I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking of that little cartoon tour guide from the first Jurassic Park movie.
Oh, the
We
DNA.
take a little bit of that dinosaur DNA. I can't remember the
Dinosaur.
voice now. We're gonna make us a dinosaur.
So you take the dinosaur DNA and you take some toad DNA and you just smash them together in a blender and hope that this doesn't backfire in any way.
Right. Of course.
Because what could possibly go wrong by trying to make an all-female dinosaur environment and then use a breed of toad that can turn itself male if it needs it?
Yeah, totally.
Movie
It's
reasons.
normal.
No
Yes.
problem here whatsoever. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Please sign this waiver before you come in.
Hermaphrodinosaurs is just what I always wanted.
But yeah, so
Hermaphrodisaurus Rex.
So I'm just kind of figuring you guys are like sitting around a table going through this book all like the day you got it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing it while we're eating.
Well, I'm sure at least Grandma would have gotten very bored very quickly
Uh-huh.
of sitting around a book.
Uh-huh.
Are you
I don't
judging
know
her
about
food?
Tyrion. Tyrion probably would also be the same. This is dumb nerd shit.
I have a dragon to go pet.
Look,
Yeah.
I have a dragon. That said dragon is
Meanwhile,
still
take
splooted.
a look. It's in the book. Reading Rainbow.
That dragon is still
mind just went
flopped
through
on
reading
top of
Rybrock.
Grandmama's head.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's good too.
Also
shit.
applicable.
I forgot that my mic was not down, and I've been talking.
Yeah! Yeah, I saw the
That would be why none of us have said anything.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, so that said dragon is still splatted on Grandma's head while we eat, stealing some food from her, and she's too mad to tell him to stop. And I'm listening because I'm eating, and I can't go anywhere because the nerds are having a conversation right here.
Anyway,
Wow, Calf. That joke.
we
The most dad joke ever.
everyone good to go? Everyone gotten their drinks, settled down.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let's return back to Expositions R Us. Is there anything else you guys would like to find?
You're marrying that dad joke, Cube.
Yeah,
Are there
that's
any
true.
notes about where he is or other people he's had dealings with? He mentioned someone disappointing him.
Maybe he wrote about his greatest weakness and the way to defeat him.
Someone make me an investigation check if you're looking for stuff.
Uh,
Oh, I'll roll an investigation check for it.
Okay.
my investigation is terrible. Let's do this. Dirty one.
Nat 20.
Okay.
You rage.
Yelena, between the rest of the day and just this, and you're just like this book, none of this is words except with the thing and the stuff, and you're just done with it.
Okay.
What were you looking for, Tyrion?
I wanted to see if there was anything in there that would get us started or tell me, correction, get me started or tell me where to start or anything of the sort about creating my own little mechs or big mechs or mega mechs, any type of mech. Dragging this mech.
Okay. What you end up finding with a crit, there is no talk about methodology of how he makes this. Multiple times throughout it, though, you do find things of saying, my abilities are beneficial here, or my skills are useful. He never comes out right out and says it, but the longer you read, it's just, you kind of get the idea of, he can just do that if he has the materials.
So I get the feeling that he's making these inanimate things and bringing them to life? Or does he just, like Harry Potter, wave his wand and poof? They're suddenly put together and alive with a little bit of transphobia in there.
He literally made one in the middle of that last fight while you guys were fighting him. So
The wall golems?
no, the crossbow.
Oh yeah.
He just made that in the middle of the fight.
The crossbow puppy.
Yeah.
I wanted that giant crossbow. I want one like that.
It occasionally leaks oil until it gets older.
But yeah, no, like the whole construct making process is just something he can do. Now, he does mention over the course of a series of you actually find that there's a section of with intervals about at a certain point the date does switch over to something you guys understand. One of the entries is from about 700-ish years ago, over the course of about 10 years, talking about how this transport construct for the water is taking extra time to be built, but he believes it will be beneficial to him in the long run.
Oh, so he's real old.
The oldest entry you guys find that you can understand is about 3,000 years. And there is an entry, and there are multiple entries before that. Like, it's not like one or two. There are probably a couple hundred entries before that in a date you all don't understand.
So it looks like he turned into old man and then create body for himself, and then either crystal or some method of his own, he goes zip zap bing boom, and he's inside fake body. He's like a what was that word? Cyborg?
Oh, hearing about the age of the records that are in here, or having that come to light, I would like to look for right around the time the Kobolds Island disappeared.
Okay.
Like the time frame that I knew of that it had been taken over by the sea, and see if there's any mention of that.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That is going to be a 10.
Okay. With a 10, there's nothing directly mentioning the Kobold's Island set in particular. No, you wouldn't find out with a 10. So there is nothing mentioning directly the Kobold. However, I will give you, since your passive investigation's at 21, there is, well, nothing directly mentions it. There is a correlation between him mentioning of a weakness in the plains that brought about some of the water plane around that time frame. And there's a little, in the text, there is actually a map of an island key that you guys recognize. That's missing an island or two. Or it has an island or two added to it from what you all have seen.
Oh, so all right. Our kobold friend's island may have been swallowed by part of the water plane leaking into our plane.
The map is not of the Kobold's Island. The map is of the Isle Reptilia, actually, where he said the plane weakness is. And the Kobold's Island's reasonably farther away from that.
Oh,
Which one is
okay.
Reptilia again?
Reptilia is the place you guys got your elemental crystals.
Okay.
Is that where
Wait.
Big Buff Lady's from?
No.
No.
This was the island of kobolds. And the
was
clockwork
the-
dragon and the flail snail.
Okay.
This was the episode I was gone for.
It was the episode Cube was gone for. But no. The book does mention something about the planes either having a weakened connection that seems to meet there, or some sort of interference that causes things to not behave as they're supposed to there.
Ah, okay. But it's not the weakness there. So the entry that I find with mentioning Isla Reptilia is where the boundary between planes is weaker, not the Cobalt Island.
No. There is nothing directly mentioning Kolta's Island.
Right.
There is, in the section with Isla Reptilia, that there is mention that there have been a couple minor incidents of this guy trying to get back to wherever, of maybe accidentally opening the water plane for a second too long and raising the ocean level a little bit, or maybe having time start to function weird there.
So,
Or
is he saying that he created
happen.
Atlantis?
Say again, Hobble?
Did he say he's creating Atlantis? Create Atlantis? But with lizard people?
Yes, he made Koboldlantis.
Ratlantis.
No, every mention of that area, he
Whisker
says
guy.
that everything he's done there so far has been an unintended consequence, and he said that.
Well, he keeps doing it, so he's not scared to use them as guinea pigs. Not good.
Well, he seemed to be a pretty smart fella, and, definition of insanity being trying the same thing, expecting different results and all that. He's probably, since this was 1,000 years ago, he's probably crossed that off his list of things that do and don't work.
While you guys are talking around your dinner table, you hear Quinn from the upper deck kind of shout down, Captain, you might want to come up here for a moment.
I'm going to go up there for a moment.
I'm going to burp and pick up my helmet off the bench and follow suit with my helmet on my head.
A chance to get away from nerd shit? Hell yeah!
What is his dark secret?
We'll get back to that in a second, Cube. So you're just gonna stay there reading?
Until I hear screaming, yes.
Okay.
Yes, use that door tactic. Don't hit me with it.
So the three of you go back to the upper deck, and Quentin's up at the helm, steering. You mentioned sight of a giant clockwork thing, right?
Oh, right. Turn around. We never changed direction knowing that the gyroscope was heading towards the thing.
Might be a bit of a moot point, and she kind of motions over her shoulder. And you actually see the head of the clockwork kraken just following you.
I need to go change my armor. I will be back.
I need to go change my armor. Love it.
It's like a 20-minute ordeal.
It is.
It's only 10 if you change the
It's a
bottom.
decent chunk of distance behind you, but it is behind you and it is following you. Kind of Quinn looks over. So orders, I guess? I'm assuming run, but I don't know if we can outrun that.
Well, we might as well give it a try.
We could just keep running. Go sail away with me. Wherever that song came from. I'm just saying, it would.
I'm sailing away.
Very far away. Please.
Because, and I lean over so I can see Quinn. How long is this? Did you just now notice this, or did you just wait until we got to a certain point in eating your food and then say something?
I just noticed it, although I admittedly wasn't keeping a lookout for it, because I wasn't expecting to need to look out for something like this, you know?
So we don't know if it's been following us for a very long time to see if we bugger the hell off, or if we turn around and try and bite it in the butt. So maybe it's been there for a while. Just leave it alone.
Is the gyroscope pointing at it?
No.
Okay.
One thing, Merrick, if you actually do have check the gyroscope, from the difference in position between the lower deck of the table and the upper deck here, it's pointing at the middle of your boat.
Oh.
Is it where
Don't
the
you pee on my bed.
Oh
Don't do that,
no.
okay? I'm just gonna pet you. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. That was adorable. Can you lay down though?
Pissed.
Cube, shut. Okay.
Cat
Sorry.
heard you. Pissed.
I don't want to have to change my sheets in the middle of D&D. So, but
Be right back
Yeah,
for this pee break.
so, oh, bye, Jills.
Jill's Discord did this yesterday.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome back.
All right,
I,
but yeah,
I did
so
a bad click. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That wasn't that.
Ooh,
It
update.
wasn't me going, God damn that joke. It was pretty okay timing, but no.
But,
it was an accident.
yeah, so it's probably about a mile and a half behind you.
And the gyroscope is pointing below the boat or in the boat?
At the boat.
Huh.
It's
Okay.
a targeting system.
Stay on target. Well, it's a. Yeah, no, just run. Or not run, but, move
fast
boat fast as can.
Sail!
Swim that boat.
Sail!
I'm gonna take the
Da-da-da-da,
liberty of putting her into the
da-da-da-da.
wind, and you kind of see the wheel turn for a little bit, and they actually get a full sail. Yeah. So you guys end up going full speed for a decent chunk of time.
Is it
After-
gaining?
Is
That is an excellent question. Give me a perception check.
a
Looks like a little 8-bit movement. How it used to be, where it's like
25.
Mine's a 7.
Yelena, all you see is round 2. No, not round 2. Never mind. I'm sorry. I misspoke. I'm misspeaking a lot tonight. I'm bad. I'm not having a good night. It's fine. You can't tell, but Merrick, ever so slightly, it is gaining. Cube. I will say, after about an hour and a half, it does sink below the water.
Okay, and where's the gyroscope pointing? Is it still pointing to
Still
the
on the
boat? Okay. That's
Should we go down and check?
I haven't heard any screaming, have I?
You have not. I mean,
Okay.
has anyone been screaming?
no.
At this point, are you still paying attention, or are you just too focused on the book at this point?
Oh, I just figured, it's something, with the boat. So I'm just paying attention to my book.
Okay, what are you looking for in the book then?
Greatest weaknesses. Maybe he wrote a resume at some point. I don't know.
Give me an investigation check.
22.
God dang it. The only thing he wrote down that would be considered a weakness is it seems to be the length of time he's spent in the material plane is affecting his physical stability.
And also a nut allergy. Okay.
Nut.
Nut.
But
All
no,
right.
like that is the only thing you find that would be considered a weakness in
The
in a
audio
book.
book
he wrote.
skips on nut.
Nut. No.
But yeah,
I seem to have
Hold on.
developed an allergy to nuts.
I'll
Nut.
say
Nut.
per cube you get one more question one more investigation check before everything's caught up time wise.
Okay.
So one more, make it count.
Ooh. But I want to do funny shit. His goal is just to get back, isn't it? We did that one already, right?
As far as you've been able to discern, his goal is simply to return. Yes.
Yeah. What is his leading theory on the way he's going to do that?
Leading theory.
Like, what's his plan?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
we want the Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated monologue.
Well, he ain't gonna
That's what I
get
would
that.
Incorporated.
That's what he's looking for. I
I
mean, you
know.
don't have to give
Yeah,
it
it
to
is.
him.
I will say, with a
Coming
12,
Backinator.
you don't find a leading theory, but you find an old theory that didn't work
Okay,
that connects back to the necklace.
that
Oh.
helps. Okay.
He said it should have, and then in one entry, he said whatever they did, they made sure this wouldn't, and he explains that it broke on him when the necklace broke on him when he tried.
Okay.
So
I appreciate the fact
We
that
fixed
my
his necklace.
closed
We got
caption
plain
was
on
able
them.
to pick
Oh
up
yeah.
come back in nature.
This campaign is now turned into sliders.
why do you think it's broken?
White Castle.
Wrong slider.
Not those sliders.
Please,
Jerry
please,
O'Connell sliders.
So
please don't eat the
Private
bad man.
spends a good chunk of time under the boat reading, and the rest of y'all, once the Kraken lose sights,
If the Kraken has disappeared, and the gyroscope is still pointing towards the boat, I'm going to advise Quinn to keep the speed up because I'm still not sure yet that we've really lost them, and go into lower decks of the boat, including down in the bilge if necessary, to see if it keeps pointing down or if it is pointing within the ship.
okay. It seems to just be pointing towards the middle of the ship. Nothing in particular in the ship. Just the ship itself seems to be what it's pointing at, and it's just defaulting to the center position.
Is the center of our boat just the shaft of the mast basically going
It would
down?
be like the middle of the storage deck or something. It's like somewhere around there.
Yeah. Well, if that's where it points, I'm just gonna poke my rapier in the area that it's pointing to in the ship. Assuming it's not at a crewmate.
Oh no, we gotta get rid of Hawaiian. It was him all along.
Hawaiian.
Oh,
It's pointing to his crystal. That's what the gyroscope is pointing to.
no, it just seems to be pointing at a spot of air. So
Just making sure it's indeed air with my rapier.
I mean, do you want to roll an attack?
Do it.
Are we attacking Brian?
Yeah. I don't. The leading theory on what this is pointing to is the dude. And we saw the dude disappear into nothing. So, yeah, I'm gonna stab my rapier at the point where this thing is pointing to see
Okay.
if, I get oil.
Go ahead and
I've
roll
been
an attack.
following him. I'm
Alright.
following my captain because he's been good so far.
Is it just a straight roll?
Roll me an attack.
Okay.
Great roll.
That... Where did that page go? That is going to be a dirty 20.
You stab the crap out of the air.
Is
Okay.
it bloody?
No, the air does
What?
not start to bleed.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Kill the air. No, alright. Alright, well,
That was
I guess if Tyrion has followed me, okay, so you're probably wondering why I stabbed the air. This thing has been pointing towards, we don't know what it's been pointing towards the whole time, but it's pointing towards this spot that I just, tried to fillet, and, nothing's there. So I don't know what the fuck this thing does anymore.
we could have Brian. We could have Brian? Shit. Something comes out, just screams. I mean, he may get eaten in. He might get eaten in process, but I am willing to sacrifice him above any of the other ones.
Did I hear my name for
No.
a second?
I'm
No,
loud
no,
whispering
no,
unless
no.
he's got hearing like a hound dog. He
You
ain't
did
hear
not
shit.
whisper his name.
Yeah, I started whispering real loud. Nothing, you're beautiful, you're great, go back to whatever the hell you were doing, boy.
No,
I'm starting
no,
to
no,
sound
no.
like-
There's no need to use crew on this. I can set the gyroscope down
Mhm.
and have Samuel watch it,
Okay.
and if it starts pointing in any other direction other than this spot in the middle of the boat, I would like him to let me know telepathically.
Will do.
This is why you're captain.
Cool.
I've thought-
Brian hasn't exactly fully left. He's like, is there a problem?
No, I told
Yeah,
you to go
so-
back. You're good.
It's not really a problem, but, this thing points to something. We don't know what it points at. Right now it's pointing at the middle of the boat. There's nothing there, according to my rapier, so I'm just going to gonna leave this thing here, have Samuel watch it, and if it moves anywhere else, Samuel knows how to tell me.
All right. What? Do you mind if I see it for a second? I'm curious. What is it?
It's kind of... It just points in a direction. We don't know why it moves to point where it was. The cave that we went in underwater, it pointed towards that. For a while it was pointing towards some other island. It seems to change where it's pointing, and we don't know why or for what yet.
Wait.
I'll hand it to him.
Okay. Two things. First, he asked a question of, wait, you've been. So it's just been pointing at places, like it's trying to show a destination.
Aye, that's the best I guess I have at it.
All right. And as you hand it off to him, you kind of watch as it goes from rigid, and the needle just like starts going crazy in just all different directions.
Oh, when he holds it?
Yeah. That's weird. Why is it doing that?
I take it from him. Does it?
It immediately goes back to the middle of the boat.
I give it back.
It goes haywire.
Colta,
Eh?
come here for a second.
It sounds like the bird. What?
That's good. There you go.
Small lizard comes over. Yes, what's up? Yes.
Yeah, give him the thing.
Hands it off, and it goes right back to pointing towards the middle of the boat. Make me an Arcana check. Make me an Arcana. and a history.
11 on Arcana.
Can I assist with
and,
history? Yeah, can I assist with
History's
history?
the same for me, but 20 for history.
Between what Brian has said in the past and what you're learning in this book, whatever this thing is likes order. And he's a wild magic sorcerer.
Oh,
He is the embodiment of chaos.
Cool. So we kill Brian. No wait, I'm not even there.
well, he should be very thankful he's not in the Warhammer universe, let me tell you. But
Yeah. Something about whatever this thing's nature truly is, and Brian's magic being unpredictable and chaotic, they just don't mesh.
It's like two ends of a magnet. Trying to force both ends of a magnet.
Yeah, to a degree.
right, so you can't control your magic, and
Gee, thanks. Been working
this
on it.
thing, it's not an insult. This thing can't deal with that at all. It seems like this is the only time. Only when you hold it does it not keep a bearing.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing in this context?
I have no idea. However, what I think might be happening here is maybe this device would be useful to the whatever it is we just encountered. So, we've been reading this crazy book that we got from the cave underwater. That this thing led us to. Yeah,
I
okay.
follow, kind of.
Right. Yeah, I know. Weird. But it's basically a diary for this guy that we ran into that was able to make all of these different creations out of nothing, and, oh, by the way, we were being chased by a giant, mechanical kraken for a little bit. It seems to have gone away. No
Should
cause
open-
for alarm.
I feel like
but-
you should open that, but okay.
Well, that's why the ship's been moving so fast.
Ah,
We've been moving fast for like an hour and a half. If they didn't figure that we were... Anyway.
I mean,
So, anyway, this book, it's this guy's been here for millennia, apparently, and, is... apparently got banished away from whatever his home plane was. And I'm wondering if what we have is somehow pointing to where there's an entry or a weak spot that this person would be interested in. I'm just throwing shit out here now. I have no clue how this works.
dude. Okay.
But you fuck with the natural order of things. Again, no insult. And I think that's what is having an impact on this thing's ability to point in a solid direction.
Okay, you lost me.
So, you know,
Let me just try for a moment, for my own sake. You found a thing that likes order.
right? Well, actually,
And-
Wizbolt gave it to us. You don't know Wizbolt. But go on.
And the thing that likes order is trying to kill you, so by extension us, because it wants to go home. Some things don't add up here. Like, why?
Well, I don't necessarily think it's pointing at us because it wants to kill us. Oh. Wait. Maybe it points at whatever this person is focusing on. Which, because I think the last time we followed it, we also ran into this kraken.
Point. Captain. Right.
And we keep following this thing. Why then?
Treasure?
You did not sound very confident in that, Captain.
Well, I mean, I was confident in it before, but now that I realize what the fuck the thing is doing, I'm not very confident it's going to lead us to treasure. It's just going to lead us to death.
Maybe the
At least we're on the
treasures.
same page about something.
Maybe the treasure is the
However,
friend
we
we
have
found all
gotten-
the way.
We have gotten rich so far, so I don't want to hear anything about not finding treasure, because we found treasure just by mistake. Which is fine. Still money.
So another question, and as Brian's speaking, you hear the water break around the ship.
Okay, Alright.
That's not good, is it?
Well- No, this has been a fun chat, but we need to fucking man the station.
Okay, I will go do something productive.
That sounds fabulous, and I'm going to go ahead and walk upstairs. We're up deck.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys hear the water just break around the ship as you see some of these brass and metal tentacles just shoot up around it. And you see the head kind of come up, and you see this figure in the sitting in the head that has kind of split open in kind of such a way. And you just kind of see it look.
Hit him.
You took something that belongs to me. I'm here for it back.
I haven't heard
Fair
screaming yet, have I?
Well, I've come down the deck and
Okay.
run up.
But no, you haven't heard specifically screaming. You've just heard the captain running up deck.
He's seriously
But no-
Stan Lee in
but
that meme. He just doesn't hear shit.
He's trying to read.
And people are running around with the boat. It's okay.
Yeah, that's a boat. That's what people do on boats.
Yeah.
But no, like it just kind of is sitting there. I am here for my stuff back.
Stuff is he talking about?
I look up his most embarrassing story.
Make an investigation check. Wait, how quickly are you looking up this?
Pretty quick, 10 times speed.
Disadvantage. Dang it.
Yes!
Wow.
Okay, so most embarrassing story that he would have actually written about. One of the earlier stories in his book when he was still getting used to being here, he wrote how he ended up trying to use a local village and kind of try to earn his way into like a minor deity status, so that way he had a safe place to work and be protected. And the way they celebrate their deities is by beating the crap out of them with sticks and wood.
Okay.
They're like, we will free you from your godly form so you can ascend, and they're just beating the crap out of him the entire time.
What was that deity's name?
Well, it was him trying to be
Oh, okay.
trying to fake being a deity. So
Right. I just wondered if the name is different.
Wait, he's trapped on the mortal plane. Oh,
Let us
so
free you!
the name.
okay, first.
Iconic. Sure. I'm creative. Sue
Huh?
me. I have like 2 seconds to come up with a name for this, and he tried to pass off the name of Mechanic, the god of invention. There you go.
Okay.
Boom. 2 second deity. There we go. Done.
Still no screaming yet? Okay.
Okay, so yes, we did, and I will get those things. However, we did read a little bit. Please don't be mad.
See the eye turn, you see the crystal just turn red.
This is the point I come up with the book and like, they beat him up with sticks! Oh fuck, what's going on?
Tyrion just does a little.
I mean,
Screaming.
I think you would be happier, and the seas would be safer if you could go home. So we're willing to do what we can for that.
Crystal goes from that red to a purple.
Purple's good, I
Pretty.
think.
Purple is very good.
How exactly can you help me?
I don't know that either. But I also know that I don't really care about getting in your way. And you're very powerful, so, helping you seems like a mutually beneficial agreement. You don't thrash my ship, and you have, someone friendly here, which it seems like you've had trouble managing. At least from what I've seen so far.
I have been here since this plane existed. I'll be alright on my own. Now give me my stuff if you don't want to die.
Give your book back,
Okay.
Mechanic. I mean, sir.
Eye just goes back to red.
If we give you
Worth
we give you pestering warlock, will you stop being so mean? Like, just calm your crystal. Can't help if you blow us up.
Yeah, so, is he gonna, reach out a tentacle for the things, or...?
What he actually ends up doing is he has one of the tentacles come up towards, he's kind of stationed in the head, it's kind of split open, and he kind of just walks out on the tentacle, which then brings him over to the side of the boat.
Damn it,
Right.
look at your big brother.
And you just kind of see him put one of his or two of his forearms out, both right arms.
I guess we're good to give the book back. It's better than dying. So,
Yep.
yeah, give him his book back.
All right. He takes it.
And the necklace.
Who had that last? Was it me? I guess. Yeah, it would be me. Yep, hand that back
Probably.
too.
Yep. Oh, Ryba.
Ah.
Just kind of see him take the book, kind of hold it, and then look at the necklace. Kind of look over you all for a sec. Just kind of have the tentacle retract, and then just he goes back into the head, and the thing just sinks.
Don't you think it was weird we could read it?
He's already gone.
Okay. Out of curiosity. Okay, I'm gonna go back because I'm guessing I didn't take the gyroscope thingy with me. I'm gonna go back down to either the deck that has it sitting on it or Brian or whoever's holding it. Is
Mhm.
Brian holding it now?
Brian is not currently holding it now.
Okay,
You had
whoever
Samuel
is
watching
holding it.
on the middle of the floor.
Well, I had talked about doing that, and then there was the passing around, and then the surfacing, so I didn't know where it ended up.
It
But
ended up on
where
the
is
floor.
it pointing? Okay, where's it pointing now?
Back the way you all came.
Okay. All right. So good news is, I'll take it back up to the deck to the crew. Like not skipping things. Okay. I'm assuming all of the officers made their way to top of deck.
I don't see why they wouldn't have.
Okay. So good news. There is some good news from all of this. This thing seems to point wherever that thing is thinking about or heading. Because the whole time that the Kraken was following us, it was pointing at the middle of this ship, right? And then now that he's fucked off, that we gave him back his things, it's pointing in that direction that we came. So he's probably thinking about Hope. I know, nerd shit. So the thing about this is, number one, we know the places to avoid. Yeah, if we see ourselves heading in the direction that this thing is pointing, we might want to change our course of action. At least for now. But Ryba, if you could figure out more ways to break all the shit that he makes, that would be great.
Sure.
I'm going to hope that there's a nice shiny new weapon waiting for me in port. Yeah, okay, so we've managed to get on the bad side of an immortal, but the good news is we can avoid it. I call this a success.
Good speech.
I see this as an absolute win.
We aren't dead. Yes.
True.
We have survived, and we have more knowledge than we initially left port with, so now we just have to get some money to accompany it so we can pay these people.
How do you guys
Brian,
feel about piracy? No, I'm just kidding.
Brian kind of comes up. Is this a celebration? Is this what we're doing?
Kind of a Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Okay.
Thinking that we're not dead.
Right. I wasn't going to say that part.
Okay. I'm gonna try something. Apologies in advance. And you see him kind of go through the motions of what you would recognize to be dancing lights. Give me just a second though to see what spell he actually does.
In my head, dancing
Fireball,
like sex is
centered
like
on him.
six. in the middle of the boat. How bad's a way to end the campaign?
It's like dancing bonfires is what he ends up creating.
Oh, I know that spell.
Okay. Okay. He actually does produce a dancing lights and kind of does a thing. I need another book. So those dancing lights, they sit there, they're going off, they look great. He's actually learning to control his magic, it seems like, for a little bit. And you kind of see just like a second of relief go over him, like, oh, that's good. I'll be honest, I was half expecting it to.
I'm going to begin the slow clap that gets faster.
As you're clapping, everyone kind of looks around. He's like, and he teleports 20 feet to like the left. And then
I
back.
immediately
Is
stop
20 feet
clapping.
to the left still on the boat?
Oh god.
Yes.
How close was he to not being on the boat with that roll?
About a foot and a half. But how close he was to not being on the boat with what roll?
The roll you just did you just do a roll?
I did multiple rolls. That's why I'm asking.
Do a
Okay.
barrel roll.
Whichever roll determined that he did not flip his.
I'm so sad. He almost rolled potted plant.
Oh my god.
He was 2 off of potted plant.
Don't clap for him. Don't clap.
It's the
He
Hitchhiker's
turns
Guide
into
to
a
the
plant
Galaxy
when you
all over
clap.
again.
I don't actually know how you get back from that.
No wonder he's afraid of cows.
But yeah,
You
so
know? Fair.
he can teleport as a bonus action for the next minute.
Great. That's useful on our nautical campaign.
He almost,
Upper
Actually,
deck, bottom deck. Upper deck, bottom
if he
deck.
had rolled 1 higher, he would have cast Levitate on himself.
That'd be fun.
Even
He's
better.
float off and the boat just keeps going.
That would be a problem on a boat.
Yep.
But yeah.
He would need to get his ass below deck quickly.
So yeah, he just kind of stops for a minute and is like, that wasn't supposed to happen.
No.
All right.
Quinn kind of comes
I
up.
will-
So where to next? Let me go ahead and throw you guys back to the big map. I will say, given the day's travel, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this marker for now because we don't need. You guys probably made it to about here, so
Cool.
yeah. Where would you all like to go from here?
Well, given how far out we are, and that everything else that we would want to do is very much to the south of where we are, we'd probably want to go back to Saltmarsh. I mean, I can discuss this amongst the crew, but
Sounds like a fine plan.
because like down here is the trade route that was is that where the skeletons were?
Yes. Who wrote Gary Oldman Isles? Cube.
You wrote that like last. Yeah, you wrote that last one.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, so
over here in a very tiny island, or the port of Very Tiny was my former quartermaster Bravery.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really all we had. I mean, I
all-
guess
Yeah, that's it at the moment. I mean, I'm sure if you guys wanted to go find something else to do, you could definitely find something to do at one of the smaller ports.
Let's go to Neverwinter.
Wrong
setting.
universe.
Let's go to Neverwinter. I'm just kidding.
That's where the guy's trying to get back to. Son of a...
He's one of those masked lords. Anyways.
I was banished from Luskin a millennia ago.
But yeah, so hey, here's a question. Do you guys just want to call it here and discuss where you are going over the week, or do you want to, or what?
I mean, we can decide first because that makes your life easier.
It does. But also, I mean, I can also, if you all have something in particular you want to do, I can just start now and practice improv. So
What's around here?
what is around
Yeah,
here?
what ports are nearby anyway?
There are multiple ports nearby.
Looks like there's one there.
Yeah, there's
Flags.
multiple. Some of them are larger, some of them are smaller, some of them are actually just a military port that you probably shouldn't just sail into.
No.
But no, there are plenty of places to get supplies, there are plenty of places to hear local gossip, you know.
Okay, so I guess nearest place where we can see what's up and possibly resupply. So I imagine we've had at least a few days.
At a
worth of
glance,
stuff.
nearest place is either gonna be here or here.
We're already facing that way, so let's go here.
Okay. Probably the rest of the day's travel to get there.
Cool.
So, you guys get to this small port town. Give me un momento for Donjon to be my friend.
Dungeon?
No, Donjon. It's a maker that's online that can just give me a town in like 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, like.
Oh
Don
yeah,
John.
let me summon the Donjon.
Where
Oh my
is
God.
the random town? Random generator? Is this it? Nope, that's the encounter generator. I want the maps. Random.
I saw the most evil, best use of a deck of many things. You take your deck of many things to a village, and then you let everyone draw a card with the thing. If they get something good, they have to share half of it.
Random.
That would just destroy a town.
It would.
I've used this before. Where is the freaking town generator?
Like I said, it's an evil, smart use of it.
You just you go into a tavern which is known for hosting card games and just leave the deck on a table and then get the fuck out.
That would also be fun.
Alright, DM, you make some rolls and figure out what happened when these hapless people picked up these cards.
So, you guys pull into the small port town of Glean.
Glean. I wonder what information. What information will be gleaned from this town?
It is a settlement that
Lasai.
is. Once you guys pull into port, you do notice is a settlement that is mostly dwarven. So
I'm glad we are equipped with ambassadors.
So
I'm only
Ish.
half dwarven.
Yeah, it's not easy being green. I know.
What was? Am I like 1/4 dwarven? What the fuck?
No, you're at least half dwarven. Probably like 3/4.
Okay.
somewhere between 2/3 and 3/4. Exact lineage may vary.
We've never really talked about what my parents are.
Oh, just a reminder, kids, fill out your census.
Did it?
I did mine back when they first came out.
Yep, same.
Yeah,
I know.
So,
I figured most folks here.
so yeah, you guys have your little port town. Supplies easy enough to get. Going standard rate for supplies applies here. Again, what are you all looking for? Is more my question.
I would be looking for jobs that can make us money and/or rumors of. Well, I don't really care too much about rumors of mechanical shit because I don't want to run into the guy again right now. But stuff to do.
I will definitely say on the town's news board, there is actually a sign or two that mentions heightened construct activity in this area, given its closer proximity to his shop, more or less.
Oh, we know.
So you guys probably pull in about midnight because of the day's less than efficient travel.
Right.
I will say, for both Merrick and let me double check passive perceptions here. Why did I write the passive perceptions down like that? That's stupid. I'm stupid. Why did I write it on my glass? Screw it. Let me just do this. Anyone with a passive perception above 12 because of the small size of this town?
I raise my hand.
Yeah.
have to say
I'm
that.
looking in the wrong direction.
So not Ryba. You all do notice there is a figure standing on one end of the docks, long trench coat, wide brim hat that you cannot see his face of, just staring off into the ocean.
But why though?
Why indeed? Those of you that saw, if you want to know, make a history check, just casually.
I had to roll
9.
casually. 14.
17.
Wow, I suck tonight.
Well, for what it's worth, only Yelena remembers, which I think is appropriate because only Yelena heard this rumor. There's a legend of a guy who would wear a longer coat and a wide brim hat, who would just appear on docks on full moons randomly. That if you hand him a copper piece, he'll connect you with smugglers from the ethereal plane.
I tell the rest of the group the story I remember and sort of like at the guy.
Only a copper, you say?
I think
Only a copper to get in contact.
is old wives' tale. Perhaps it is nothing. Perhaps it is not related at all. But I thought it was interesting. Since we are here looking for things that are interesting,
It is also a full moon. I will say that.
It's just a scam. They just take your copper and run away.
You're never gonna get me.
But yeah, so that is about the only thing of noteworthiness that you can find at midnight.
You know, why not? Might as well see where it goes. I will just make my way off the ship, copper in hand, and hand the dude copper.
All right. Once you get over to the actual dock he's on, you notice that his outfit is incredibly weathered. Like, it is torn up, and it is just old, and it is dry rotting, and it is just not appealing or in fashion, I might add. And like, it has like a high collar on this jacket as well as a wide brim, so you can't actually see any defining features. Believe the term when I originally gave the rumor came out of Salt Marsh's Zur, but less tentacles. So, and he's just kind of standing off, hands in his jacket pockets, looking off into the water.
I will approach. Oh, Excuse me, heard a rumor you could, put us in contact with some, merchants. And I'll hold the copper out.
You see the brim of the hat just kind of turn towards you and kind of extend the copper, and you see him like take a hand out of his pocket, and his hand's wearing a glove that is just as dry rotted and old as the rest of his outfit. Kind of take it for a second, and actually does that thing where he flips it across his fingers both ways, puts it in the pocket, looks back out in the water. I'll be in touch.
This is an ethereal sting.
But yeah,
Sorry.
no.
Okay.
And
All
yeah,
right.
that's the last you get out of him. So
So we get Fallout's version of like the mysterious man. Okay.
It's like Charon from Hades. It's just all it does.
his voice is that raspy too. I just can't do that without severely hurting mine. So
I'll be in touch.
That's the opposite of whatever ASMR is.
Did anyone see anything uncovered about this person?
like physicality wise,
Skin color, hair, face shape.
nothing. Even with Merrick's godly passive perception, nothing.
All right. Just curiosity. I couldn't not ask.
Tell you what, his face looks like Zer's face without the tentacles.
Okay.
It's just like glowing eyes and nothing else.
You swear there was a faint glow once he grabbed the copper from you, but that was about it. So yeah, but that is all that's eventful in the middle of the night. Next morning, town comes to life as most port towns do. Easy enough to get supplies should you want to. Let me quickly roll for some rumors. Are there rumor tables in the normal DMG?
Not really.
No? Okay. I might have to outsource my things, because a lot of my rumors are specifically for Salt Marsh. I'm not sure how many of them actually apply outside of it. But let's give it a shot. That one works. Okay. Who's actually going out looking for rumors? Okay.
Granny likes to chat with people.
Okay.
I understand what a port town is like. Sure.
Oh, actually, since this is like a dwarven town, maybe Ranny or Tyrion should be the ones checking.
Maybe the
Granny
two
is-
of us together.
Nobody
Yeah.
likes better than a granny and grandson.
Right. We can be cute. It's fine.
All right. Well, in that case, why doesn't one of you all give me a charisma check with advantage, or both of you charisma individually?
Charisma with advantage for grandmama, because
Because no.
Because no. All right, hang on.
Cube, why?
What?
Why though?
why though?
Why though?
I hate it.
What was that for? What was the why though for?
Jill said it at one point.
I did.
Okay.
It just instantly makes me think of that image anytime anybody says it.
15.
15. So you get talking with some people at one of the taverns, some of the dock workers grabbing a meal before they get to work for the day. And one of them does go to mention that the king of the area they're in is, in response to the king of Kaeland starting to take more of an interest in the smaller ports to try and strengthen his coastal and naval ability for defense and attack, that they believe there are some agents sent from their king into the town to try to quietly swap out the town's collective council in order to have so the king has full control over what this town does politically.
Okay. I
Yeah,
mean, interesting, but I don't
It's
actually
not. It's very obvious though because it's a dwarven town, and they mentioned the king's an elf, so
care.
they're not very subtle. So it's like, why is the council suddenly 4 elves when it was 5 dwarves yesterday? It's not. It's not. Yeah, they're not exactly super subtle. But
All right.
so
Went and grabbed themselves some tall boys.
Mm-hmm. Who wear really weird ear cuffs.
So yeah, that's a rumor. Is there anything else you all would like to do?
Buy supplies.
Okay, standard rate for supplies. I'll say that now.
Do they have the high quality ones
Yeah,
we've been
They
purchasing?
have all of them. So
Okay. I will see to that then.
Are there any shops of note in the town that might sell exotic and or magical items?
there is one. It's basically it's not super big. It's essentially like one person that seems to come by and sell what some ships bring in that doesn't typically fit into their usual array of shops. So let's do that size. Trader works. Okay. So yeah, you guys managed to make your way to the market district of the town, and of course there's vendors and fish, and not nearly as much fish as Saltmarsh though. That is worth noting. It is much smaller. Roll. Okay. And the shop seems to you find a 2-story building that on the lower floor is a tavern and the upper floor seems to be a magic shop.
Okay.
The shopkeeper is a male dragonborn who it gives his name as Umbric.
Is he a black dragonborn?
That pause,
No.
though.
I'm sorry, I checked. No, he's crap. What are the colors of dragonborn? I don't know this off the top of my head.
There's
Pick a color.
The colors,
chromatic.
Pick
the
a
colors
color.
of dragons.
I know. I have to double check still.
Black, blue, red, green, and white. Also copper, gold,
silver,
silver.
Bronze.
Platinum.
bronze.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's
Or is
convenient.
platinum only Bahamut?
He has a silver dragonborn.
Okay.
Hi.
His
Sorry.
name was Umbric, and the pun.
Umbra. Shadow.
Yeah.
No, that was just what the randomizer gave me. ABUMUK. So
What? No. Put that in chat.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I got something completely.
Umbric.
There are no
No.
R's. Oh no. A bummock.
A bummock. That's a
There's
bummock.
no R in there.
Jesus.
I disagree.
A bummock.
Abumuk.
It's like
Okay,
you're talking
R
about
is
your
not
butt.
small. You've heard of silent letters. Now there are.
That's what I thought Umbric was.
Yeah,
No.
same.
Maybe with a K because Dragonborn, but
I'm not gonna have freaking Umbric Stormcloak and running a shop.
It's Ulfric,
Whatever.
which is a
hey
German.
you're finally awake.
But either way, it is a black dragonborn, rather tall, or not black. I literally
Silver.
just said he was silver.
Silver.
I'm sorry.
Dragonborn.
I'm tripping over my words again. I'm doing this a lot tonight.
It's fine. We've made you make up a lot of shit on the spot.
You
You're doing
really have. I feel like I've done surprisingly well.
I made you
So-
make basically up a journal for a cross-dimensional being. So I mean,
I
that's
mean,
great.
I had some of that loosely planned out, but. And what's his most embarrassing moment? I don't freaking know.
No, you don't plan for that.
I basically have his diary. I'm gonna use it.
No, but
Your
he,
diary. Today was the worst day ever.
as you all enter, it's just a shop full of literally miscellaneous crap. Like there's rope, boxes, there's a crate of apples, there's like a random stool, there's a porcelain unicorn on a shelf somewhere. And he looks over. Ah, yes. You all must be new to town. How can I help you?
Well, we were just making our way through the market district,
Making our way
seeing what
downtown.
wares the port had available to us, and happened by your shop.
Ah, well, welcome. I am very proud of some of the items I have curated from the different ships across the coasts. What
What are the things you're most proud of?
things I'm most proud of? Well, that's excellent. Excellent query. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Well, always on the lookout, being that we travel the seas and occasionally run into pirates, we're always looking for items of power that we might help defend ourselves.
All right. I think I have a few things. Hold on, I'm trying to get a magic roll that isn't 6 potions of healing and a freaking +1 shield. Because
Potions of healing and +1 shields have their place.
yes, but that literally was his entire inventory of 8 items was 7 potions of healing and a shield. And I'm like, hold on, I want some variety in here. Okay. Well, I can see that you're a user of a hand crossbow, no?
Aye.
I had a very special personal friend bring these in, trying as a barter chip for some money he owed me. He hasn't been back, and it's been like a year and a half, so I'm pretty much counting that money gone. So,
Wait, but didn't I order one?
what he pulls out is a bolt case.
Oh, okay.
And I actually need to look up what these do. Thank you to Dungeon for actually giving me the page number and what book it's in.
Praise
John.
be to Don John.
This website has been a godsend. You guys don't understand.
No, I use Dungeon. It's great.
Same.
Screw it. I'm going for the meme. So he hands you a case of crossbow bolts. As you open them up, and each of the bolts has like a little mini boxing glove on the front of it. He claimed that if you shot these, they had an uncanny ability to knock people down, should certain conditions be met. It is a case of 20
It's knockdown arrows.
It is a case of 20 walloping bolts.
Walloping bolts.
DC 10 strength save, or was it a dex save? DC 10 save, or they get knocked prone.
No death cube.
Oh, yeah, DC
But-
10 strength save, or the target is knocked prone.
Oh, what would you be asking in order to part with these?
Well, he borrowed. Actually, I guess how much did he borrow? It's been a forever.
Oh.
Call it 65 gold.
Highway Woobie.
Oh. That sounds good to me.
All right. Well, then I will
I mean-
set these.
Do I actually know what they're worth?
I didn't know these were a thing up until a few minutes ago.
Yeah, neither did I.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out. I'm not going to actually use this, but it's too funny to not mention. It says walloping ammunition, 20 bolts, common Xanathar's Guide to Everything, page 139. Foes slain by this weapon are consumed by flames. That's like a flavor thing it gives you with each weapon as a way to make them feel unique, but that's just stupid, but I wanted to at least mention it. Like, oh, you get shot with a crossbow bolt and punched in the face, and now you're on fire.
Someone will not be having a good day.
Yeah, that was just
All
worth
right.
mentioning.
Well, I'll mark 65 gold gone and 20 walloping bolts in addition to the singular +1 bolt that I have. So I have some special ammunition.
When'd you get a +1 bolt?
Didn't
What's your name
wasn't
was
that?
selling it?
Yeah,
Oh, was
it,
she?
it was
Okay.
Yep.
it was a single +1 crossbow.
It was the thing that prompted us to say, "Ah,
Yeah, we need to
magic
order one.
ammunition sucks. We should order a magic bow."
Yeah.
How much did I charge you for 1 bolt?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either.
Hold on, let me grab my notes, like my actual proper written notes real quick, because I feel like I might give you 20 just because that's bullcrap.
You just got to shoot the arrow and then run over and grab it again, and then reload it and shoot it again.
Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna roll evens and odds to see if it's even recoverable.
Sorry, did I actually write down how much I charged you for that, or did I just write down that you bought it? Because knowing me, I probably did that.
I honestly don't remember hearing a price for it, so you probably just wrote down that I got it. Which, as long as it's not over, like, 500 gold, we'll just mark it off.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna retcon it and give you 5, just because I don't remember, but only giving you 1 is stupid.
Cube is sus.
Cube is always sus.
Who says cube is sus?
Pamela.
Okay.
Yeah, always.
Is Rob dead in lower engine? No, he's the imposter.
Hey, look, it's me getting voted off.
That's him getting voted off.
Wow!
Invite him back.
Removed from group.
How you doing, Pamela?
Burma Pan. I love how the lull is also getting ejected from the ship. That's pretty cool.
That was rude.
It was funny though. Anyway, back to Dragonborn. So, you don't seem like the sling type. Otherwise, I would offer you the 20 old bolts I have in back. But no one seems to want sling ammo for some reason. It's almost like it sucks.
Like,
I
who
don't
throws
know.
stones at people?
I don't know.
Who would throw stones at people when they can shoot gloves at them?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Someone said they were worth some money, so I took them, and I haven't been able to sell them since. Let's see. What is the next item that they have for sale? Nope, that's the wrong page. I'm sorry. I'm checking what these items are before I offer them for sale. That seems like a smart move. Still on the wrong page. Come on. Okay. What the next thing he brings out? This might be something of interest, but it's hard to say. It's kind of a niche case. And he pulls out a gem, like a gemstone. Like, you know those giant gemstones that are like paperweights that are cut from glass that are like super tacky, but like everyone wanted one because they kind of look cool also?
Yeah.
No, just me? Okay. It's essentially one of those, and it's like super clear, and you can see through it. The former owner of this sold it to me and said that if you evoke one of a few command words, it can shed varying degrees of light. And it is
So what,
specifically a
Rift Globe?
gem of brightness.
Ah.
Yeah. I didn't know what that was, so I looked it up before I said what it was.
Sounds like a
It is
nightlight.
magical tablet.
It's more or less just a magic flashlight, but it has like a blinding effect if you use 5 charges.
Ah.
So. Of course. So, I will set that on the counter as a possibility. What is that armor? There are so many of these books.
D&D Beyond.
Yep, I'm actually finding them faster in the books than I can type, which is kind of a weird change. He pulls out a suit of... Oh, that's funny. A suit of plate armor that at the edges of it, it seems to let off a slight bit of smoke in between where the plates meet. This is a set of armor that the original owner claimed was burned by a dragon they slayed and has since always smoldered. The appraiser told me it's a magical enchantment, so I'm more inclined to believe them.
Is that like the common magic item that like does the like for the intimidation effect? That's just like
Yes, it is smoldering armor. It smolders.
Give you smolder.
It is not exactly something it was worth. The armor alone is worth a fair bit, so.
what kind of armor is it?
Plate.
I'm a barbarian. I don't care.
Fooled you.
Yeah, but I kind of zoned out once the word plate came out.
I zoned out at armor.
Well,
fair.
is there what kind of armor are you all practitioners of?
Oh, well, Tyrion here could wear the heavy stuff, I think, but that's about the extent of it. The very angry one, well, she's not angry right now. She's very sweet, actually. Elena doesn't wear anything. My other
I looked
Oh.
down at
here.
my clothes.
You just
Nothing
hear
at all.
Tyrion in the background,
Armor?
kind of
You
like.
don't wear
"Bleh."
armor.
I didn't say anything. I just looked down at my clothes and chuckled.
And there's a faint "Bleh" from Tyrion in the background.
This one over here also wears robes, so no armor there. And I wear the lighter stuff.
Studded leather?
Because he's a stud in
And you
leather.
see him going back
Coming on.
for a second, kind of spend a minute or two in the back, and he comes back with a very pristine looking set of studded leather with some very intricate work in the like some leather embossing and like some, I guess for lack of a better term, engravings in the leather. I don't know what it's actually called.
Embossing?
Is it embossing?
Yep.
Yes.
I wasn't sure. So yeah, it has like some very intricate embossing on the leather. Give me un momento to double check something. What is the Greyhawk Pantheon? Why can't I just search my
Is the
job?
Greyhawk
Oh.
Pantheon?
Pantheon.
Pantheon.
Yes, I know, but what I first heard was, what is the Greyhawk Pantheon? And then my
I
brain
assume the
connected.
residents of Greyhawk, but you know, perhaps a
I'm
mannequin.
I mean,
I'm gonna call Pizza Hut and order the personal Pantheon.
your camera did not like that joke.
I'm not going to worry about the specifics, but it has like some very more ornate embossing on it. Seems to have a religious
Iconography?
Thank you. Words are not my strong suit tonight. I'm doing way
Pictures.
better than I should be. This is a suit of armor that was brought in by the retired adventurer. Former, I believe, paladin type, but more of the light of foot, said this was a gift from his deity. It is +1 studded.
Well, how much does that go
I
for?
gotta double check how much rare items go for. Actually, where's Saltmark? I have 4 books open right now. 2,500, I believe, is what I have the asking price set for.
We should try and make a deal.
I mean, you lots do carry a wide array of items on you. I am no stranger to barter.
Gotta knock it down. Fucking expensive.
It's true. It's true. So, yeah, I don't really have anything that I might be able to give you that's of much value. Not on me personally, anyway.
I start looking through my stuff.
You kind of see him think for a moment, and he actually does snap his fingers and go under his counter and pull out a book and kind of flip through it. I take it you lot are more the adventurous type as well, no?
Aye.
Perhaps a job for the armor? I had a shipment that was supposed to come in of miscellaneous items of varying degrees that was lost in a storm a while ago. Some of the items on there I assumed lost, but there was one item that I would be rather fond of getting back. Give me a second to find the right roll table for what I'm looking for. I'm coming up with so much crap on the spot right now, so appreciate y'all bearing with me. No, that's the chapter I want. I'm just gonna find the right table. There we go. Where's my other D10? There it is. There was a ship that went down in a storm, and one of the figures on there that was supposed to fetch me a fair price for a dedicated buyer is a it looks like a chess piece, but there's a chess piece that's shaped like an owl. I had that. It would be if you all can manage to track down that little figure for me. The armor is yours.
Whereabouts, or what was the route on which it was lost?
That. Let me double check my notes here. You kind of see him go through. According to this, it was between here and the Graffield port. It is to the pretty much follow the coast west of here, and it's the other largest port on the other side. For context, that's this one. Here.
I didn't see the ping. Hold on.
Am I on the level?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So,
east.
listen, it's
Is it west on this map?
no, it's not. I'm trying to make up 15 things at once, and I'm getting
I got.
stuff. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm not sure
just-
exactly where on the route it went down, but It was coming from a personal collector there, so I am fairly sure it's on the trade route somewhere between there and here.
I'll BRB. I gotta go.
Yeah, we're almost done. Don't worry.
Alright, folks,
I
you
don't
guys
know
listen
if
to
you all
them,
possess a means of seafloor exploration, but if you do, and should you track down that figure, the armor is yours.
Well, we do have a friend of ours that can assist us in exploring the seafloor. So sure, see if we can find see if we can find that cargo for you. And if so, we'll take the armor.
All right. You might want to get a hold of the trade commission here in town. They usually will release shipwreck records for the sake of salvage. They might be able to narrow it down a little bit more for you. If nothing else, give you the proper ship name.
All right. If there would there be any other payment if we could secure any additional cargo for you from the wreck?
I'll be honest, I'm not sure what else was on the ship. I just know that that is the one thing I was looking for from it. So,
Okay.
that's a Corgo. That's a Corgo that does not want to be held.
That is an upset Corgo.
Put me down. Put me down. Now.
I want to
Release-
go. I
release
want to
me.
go.
Release me!
Now. Give me cheese.
Yeah. Cheese.
But yeah, I will hold the armor for
Yep.
you on the off chance.
Fork.
I will hold the armor unless you come back and say you were unable to find my item.
Much appreciated.
And I feel like here's a good place to end because I suddenly just gave myself a bunch of stuff to prep for next week.
Hooray!
Oh crap!
But yeah, hey, I think that wasn't bad for making up a lot of crap on the spot tonight, which is that was a lot more
Yeah, you
stuff
did good.
making up than I'm used to. And I gave you all your exposition dump.
You did?
How
You
much
did?
XP did we get for not dying?
That's an excellent question. How much XP do you all have?
Presently, 5,000. Is that 5,400 or 8,400? I can't tell.
That was more. Yeah.
I mean, y'all are
I
level
have
5.
9,150.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
9150.
All right, then I must have missed a week of
Hi.
experience tracking.
I'm just going to double check something before I distribute XP because reasons.
Yeah, about 4,950 probably decent, or 4,850 probably decent. We're not getting that much.
I'll give you guys 1,000.
I'll take it
So
gladly.
I think we're still waiting for Hobble to get back.
He came back.
Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hit you with one of the 6 books I have open?
Probably. So that's 10,150. The new number.
Okay.
Yeah. Once Hobble gets back, we'll wrap up proper. But
10,000 what?
10,150.
Okay. So we got
Hey.
1,000 XP.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Don John for letting me make up 2 towns and a shop on the spot without having to think much. Also, shout out to Don John's random item generator for actually putting +1 studded leather on the loot pool.
Jeff says,
I'm slightly less squishy once we do the thing.
Other items that are on the loot pool that ended up not being used. There is another Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Yeah, let's get 2.
This doesn't work that way.
I can't stack items?
I'm not letting you stack that item.
Come on, Warlocks need
can't-
more spells.
You can't have 3 + 3 Rod of the Pact Keepers. That's just not okay.
Wait,
and
you have
then-
a +3 Rod of the Pact Keeper? I thought it was +1.
No, I know. I'm
Oh.
just saying, like, I'm not gonna let it even get near that
He's not
possibility.
gonna let me take 3 of them.
No. I will also say other things. There was a potion of resistance that never came up,
Don't get used to that.
as well as 2 spell scrolls, which I haven't really been using because who actually uses spell scrolls in this game?
I mean, warlocks?
It's protection from energy and shield of faith. I don't think warlock gets either of those.
The cleric gets Shield of Faith.
Yeah, so
Free casts. Free casts, not requiring concentration,
Mhm.
are things that players enjoy.
OP wizard bullshit too. If you let wizards make their own scrolls, makes wizards stupid.
yeah, and then
Expensive, but it's stupid.
you know what we need? This game needs a potion of healing mixed with a potion of flying because why not?
Yep.
That's a thing!
That is the
Yeah.
thing.
I can't believe that that's a thing that we just have to deal with now. It's a thing that exists.
I want there to be like the equivalent of like you know when you go up to a soda machine and you like just mix every soda. I want a potion where you just roll like 3 dice and you get 3 random effects.
But then you're ignoring the weird things that happen when you combine spells.
Look, there's just an entire class dedicated to that bullshit. It's
Yeah,
wild
okay.
magic sorcerer.
There's also a wild magic.
Barbarian.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier today. Hubble is also talking about a barbarian druid multiclass.
Yeah,
Wait,
the barbarian or barbarian with
Barbarian.
did they retcon Xanathars? Did they get rid of the kobolds -2 to strength? Did they do a thing? Hold on, this is important to me. Hold.
I mean, it is kind of like the stuff back in the day where based on your character's gender, they would have pluses and minuses as well.
Yeah. So they're going back and changing a lot of that stuff where
The hell did I come back
races
to?
don't have negatives.
They're even encouraging mixing and matching from races as well. That's one thing I saw.
I mean, yeah, you gotta have a DM who's willing to work with you, and a DM who's willing to tell you no.
Player races and Tasha's.
What?
Sorry, what did you say?
They're removing the negative penalties, like from player races and Tasha's.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
I know, but like the orc's intelligence penalty is going to be gone as well.
Makes sense.
They're doing away with all
You
of
can have
them.
their 16 strength.
There was a segment of the community that was very upset about that.
I'm sure.
Why?
Now you can make us full bold.
I saw that picture and I want to make one.
That is the one thing I never liked about with the way that character ended up rolling was I had to put my best stat in Dex just to have it not be, or my best stat into a -2, and I was like, this feels bad.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
get
no, no, no.
that.
You just eat that.
No, I was
Always.
Jeff.
I don't care that you were a paladin. I don't care that you were a paladin. You lean into that shit. You can be a Dex paladin.
Yeah,
You
but
can.
I was originally planning on a multi-class from the beginning, and I needed the strength and the high score in strength to multi-class back into paladin.
Ah, well, see, that was your mistake, was planning out your character before finding
Yes.
your dice rolls.
It was, but
You
I-
can have some ideas. But
no, but like that's awesome. I'm here for that, assuming that we can retcon that. Anyway, Hobble, to recap what you missed, y'all just got a job to go salvage a chess piece from a boat.
Nice.
we're salvaging a chess piece from
In
a
order
boat
to-
in order to get a chest piece
Yes.
for me.
Didn't,
Uh-huh.
didn't
Pun is
we have
terrible.
this problem just a couple sessions ago where we went into a boat or a chest, some kind.
Spider boat.
Spider boat, covered in spiders. It's everywhere.
No, this one's fine because it's underwater, so the spiders can't live there.
Yeah, the spiders just have gills now.
Yeah. Have you not heard of crabs that are basically
Sharky
just
boat.
sea spiders?
Sharky boat.
You guys have
Anyway.
fun.
Okay, yeah.
He's gonna
Anyway,
get swarmed.
we
by a
are going
bunch
to
of
wrap it up
crabs.
there for the night. I've got some stuff to plan out now, apparently.
Sea spiders. Sea spiders.
So yeah,
Get jump on speed spiders.
thank for games. Thank for putting up with my panic of I need to come up with things.
It was fun. It was
Yep.
a good time. You done good. Good job.
Yeah.
Except for
You're-
Counterspell. It's bullshit. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you have access to it now,
Yeah, that's true.
so
It's still bullshit.
yes, but it could be your.
And on that note, first up on the chopping block is Dr. Cube. He is our local meme lock.
Meanwhile.
Wait for the next 3.
I'm not going to be able to get the. I have some stuff I actually need to do once we get done, so I'm not going to hop into Final Fantasy right away.
We actually didn't have any Mr. Bubbles tonight. That's very odd.
Oh,
Next, and then there's Jills, who also did not get
Hi.
attacked
Hello.
by their familiar, Pondo. Pondo has been pretty quiet tonight.
Where is Pondo?
You know, I like Pondo.
She's on the floor, right there, sleeping.
Lolling
Aw.
about in olive oil.
That is a thing that happened. Y'all know about this already. It's not a problem. It's fine.
Oh. And Perfectus! He's also one of our... Well, he's not a meme lock. He's a captain meme? I don't... He's a bucket of fun. And then there's Steak, who looks a little bit like a drugged DM right now.
Hi.
Oh, his arms work this week.
Yeah,
at
they
that.
usually do. I just actually had Facebook open for this one, so.
Hey, we didn't get attacked by any spiders. That's pretty good this round.
Spider boat. Spider boat.
You all have a great night, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!